From Ray Dunn Field in Mayville, it's week 9 of the Flyway Conference and high school football season. It is where the regular season comes to a close. Much on the line tonight as the Mayville Cardinals prepare to host the Lomira Lions. The Lions come in 7-1 overall, unblemished, 6-0 in the Flyway Conference, the lone remaining unbeaten in the Flyway. The last of those wins coming by virtue of a 21-0 win week 8 on the road at Campbellsport. Meanwhile, Mayville, same overall record, 7-1, but they sit 5-1 in conference, a game back, that by virtue of a 10-3 loss on the road last week in Fond du Lac against St. Mary Springs. Tonight's game being brought to you by Maxwell Plumbing, Brenda Bruette Coldwell Banker, Metalcraft of Mayville, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernhard Plumbing, QBS Law, Surefire, Brock Fleischer Homestead Realty, Mayville Tire Company, Lakeside Wealth Management, Bauer Chiropractic, and Knowles Produce and Trading Company. Back with the pregame show as we march to the top of the hour in kickoff, Week 9 Flyway Conference football. Conference title on the line tonight, the Lomira Lions in town taking on the Mayville Cardinals. That and more on the way here on Radio Plus Sports.
Get top dollar for your property. Hi, I'm Brenda Bruette of Coldwell Banker Realty, Dodge County's #1 real estate broker. Your property is more valuable than you might realize. We have several qualified buyers waiting for homes, condos, and vacant land to go on the market. List yours with my reputable, award-winning, fully staffed office. Visit BrendaBruette.com and call me for your free comparative market analysis. Call the office or get me on my cell at 920-382-0779.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
At Bernhard Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhard Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhard Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
The Mayville Cardinals play host to the Lomira Lions. This is a big game. It arguably is one of the biggest matchups in these teams' history. Some key points, again, might be the most relevant one since the 1980s. For perspective, from 1980 to 1985, when the matchup began as conference opponents, the Cardinals and Lions each either earned or shared conference titles. 1986 through 2008, though, dominated by Mayville. Cardinals won 20 of 21 matchups. Then following the 2008 forfeited season by Lomira's varsity team, this series has been relatively even. Mayville 8 wins, Lomira 7. 3 of the last 4 have been won by the home team, including the past 2. None, though, since those early 80s has the outcome of the matchup carried the level of significance in possible outcomes like tonight does. A Lomira W, they get the outright conference title. They keep that milk jug on the far side. A Mayville win, the jug switches sides and creates a minimum of a shared conference title, not only between these two teams, Mayville and Lomira, but you've got Fond du Lac Springs and WLA playing up the road, which you can also catch on Radio Plus Sports. If the Ledgers take care of business and Mayville wins, you get a three-way tie atop the Flyaway Conference, Mike.
Well, this is the schedule just sets up perfect, and really you want to have the best games of the year right at the end. And of course, you looked at that schedule and you saw Lomira that last game. If you're Mayville, you saw Lomira on the schedule, and Lomira saw Mayville on the schedule that last game. You knew it was going to be a big game regardless, but they're playing for a whole lot more tonight.
And the playoff implications on top of the conference stuff overall, of course, Mayville moving up with that multiplier because of the success they've had in the last 3 years. This is the first year it kicks in. It's also going to affect Lomira as they're going to go down a division, and with the program that Coach Brian Gregory's been building, this game will have some weight on where these teams end up getting seated by that computer tomorrow.
Well, you'd think if Mayville can get a win, they're going to get possibly a 2 seed, no worse than a 3 seed. You lose, then 4, maybe a 5, and in Division 4, you're running into some pretty good opponents, and so this is a big game. Lomira is going to go down to 6, and they'll have a win. They're a 1-loss conference champion. You think they're probably going to be a 1, and probably no worse than a 2 seed. So besides the conference title on the line, both teams playing for seeds in the upcoming playoff.
We'll step aside and come back with more as we work to the top of the hour in Kickoff at Ray Dunn in Mayville. Lomira Lions, Mayville Cardinals, Flyway Conference title, or a share of it on the line tonight from Ray Dunn. Back with more after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
You take steps to keep yourself in top performance. When was the last time you did the same for your home's air system? Annual maintenance from the experts at Surefire helps to extend the life of your system. Proper maintenance can be the difference of years for your home's air system and major savings in energy costs when it's running at its best. Keeping your home's air system at its best will help you stay at your best for what's really important. Trust your home with Surefire. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
Flyway Conference football, Ray Dunn Field in Mayville, Week 9 of the high school football season in 2024. Scott and I, Mike Kurtz, with you, RadioPlusInfo.com. 7-1 Mayville Cardinals and the 7-1 Lomira Lions, but the record that has the most influence is the conference mark. A Lomira win, an outright Flyway Conference title. A Mayville win ties them for the top spot, pending what could be a three-way tie. A Ledger win against WLA tonight as well would create a three-way tie in that scenario. First, Mike, on Lomira's side of the ball, their defense held Campbellsport on the road to under 160 total yards. The offense put up over 300. That included 187 and 2 scores on the ground from senior Taylor Schomburg, a seeming certain contender for the Conference Player of the Year.
Well, he's certainly their bell cow on offense. Mayville's got to be on spot against him. He gets going. He's a load to bring down and a playmaker. And but they're multifaceted on offense. I'm very impressed with what they do offensively. And Mayville's going to have their hands full. They're going to have to play their best defensive game of the year, no doubt about it. and had to be impressed with what Lomira did last week against Campbellsport to shut them down, to shut them out in a big game like that on the road was very impressive.
Mayville, meanwhile, they failed to find the end zone last week. They did manage about 250 yards on a tough St. Mary Springs defense, but the undoing for them, 1 for 7 on third down conversions, 1 of 4 on fourth down. That included all 3 of their second half drives, Mike, ending in failed fourth down conversions. That helped set up Springs and their 10 points that ended up deciding the game.
Yeah, it's like a turnover, and it cost them. They took the gamble on the fake punt early in that third quarter, but credit Springs, they buckled down, and we'll see if Coach Hilber has addressed that this week, because there will be situations tonight where there's going to be third and short, possibly some fourth and shorts that, again, it comes down to the point of attack, both lines of scrimmage, and Mayville's got to do a better job on third and fourth down tonight.
We'll hear from both head coaches, Mayville head man Scott Hilber and Lomira head man Brian Gregory. That comes up as we march to the top of the hour and kickoff. Beautiful night to wrap up the regular season here in Mayville at Ray Dunn. That and more after this on Radio Plus Sports.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
When you're ready to take advantage of high-quality legal services for your unique legal case, count on the professionals at QBS Law SC. In business since 1902, we have been proudly serving Dodge County and our clients with the highest level of integrity. We handle legal matters in elder law, estate planning, OWI, personal injury, workers' compensation, real estate, civil litigation, and more. Give us a call today or visit us online for more information.
Each and every week, Len's Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports salute an area student athlete.
We got a lot of returning guys on the line this year, and it's going to be very important that they're getting a good push for me, because last year's success doesn't happen without them. And I think that my ability that I can use just to read blocks once they get that push, I think that makes all the difference.
Takes a snap. Give to Schaumburg. Schaumburg, hole, right side.
Congratulations to Lomira's Taylor Schaumburg. He is our Student Athlete of the Week this week.
The support from the community is tremendous. We've got all kinds of people around that do a lot of things for us, and the atmosphere at the stadium is just second to none.
Schaumburg leads the Wisconsin Flyway in rushing with over 1,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, and averages 152 a game. Again, Taylor Schaumburg's our Student Athlete of the Week from Radio Plus Video Sports and Len's Truck.
We got the trucks!
Lead at halftime. We did leave a couple points on the board there that would have been nice to have a little bit larger lead at halftime, but again, the group has faced plenty of adversity throughout the year.
We're back, and we're joined now by Lomira head coach Brian Gregory. And Coach, start by talking a little bit about the outcome from Week 8, 21-0. You win over Campbellsport. Talk about what you saw on tape after the game on Friday.
Well, we knew going into the game they were going to be a hard, physical, downhill football team. Campbellsport's always a tough place to play, with that home field advantage and everything. It's just a little bit different than what we're used to with the natural grass. I thought our defense played lights out. They took away a lot of the stuff they wanted to do. They had that bend, don't break mentality like they've had all year. Gave a big run early, and after that really shut the door and played a dominant game of football. When they set our offense up nicely with short field a couple different times when we were struggling to kind of get the ball moving and everything, and that's a testament to their front four and their linebackers were tough, and we knew that kind of going in. It was nice to kind of get off to an early start and, see the ball go in the end zone early on and have that 14-0 lead at halftime. We did leave a couple points on the board there. That would have been nice to have a little bit larger lead at halftime. But again, the group has faced plenty of adversity throughout the year and has really come back stronger every single time because of it, and just had that mental mindset that they weren't going to be outplayed on Friday night. Overall, I was extremely happy with how our defense played, and I thought our offense did enough to move the ball and find opportunities and take advantage of it when it presented itself.
When you looked at this group coming into this season, July, August, and prognosticated where things might go, how does that compare to where you sit here going into Week 9?
With what we had returning on both offense and defense, the senior leadership with having 16 seniors, we obviously were very optimistic on how the season looked from afar. But it's hard to project exactly how, the chips are going to fall and everything. We set big goals and we had big aspirations going into the year, and a lot of that came from, the belief in the kids and the confidence that they have in themselves. Taking a look back now, if you would have told us at the beginning of the year that we're sitting here in Week 9 going to Mayville with a chance to win an outright conference championship, I think we all would have taken that at the beginning of the year, and that's just a testament to the kids in the program, the coaching staff, holding suit with everything, and we're really happy and pleased with where we're at right now, and we're looking forward to the opportunity that's out in front of us this week.
What sort of things have happened during the year to keep you on track from what you thought to where you're at, and in essence, a lot of that lining up the way you thought it might at the beginning of the season?
I think the senior leadership, I can't hit on that enough. They're the ones that have really been the driving force behind the direction that the program's going. They uphold the culture and standard that we've been trying to build here in my tenure here up to this point, and they've really taken that to heart. They hold each other accountable. It's a tight-knit group. They're friends on and off the field, but they're not afraid to get on each other and hold each other accountable when they need to, and they've really kind of set the standard, not just for their group, but the underclassmen and everybody in the program right now, that, they take a lot of pride in how they conduct themselves, and I think it's a group that does things the right way, and you can tell with the support that we have from the community and parents and administration and the surrounding area. It's just a group that they've really rallied behind, and I think a lot of it comes down to them doing things the right way. They're good students, they're good athletes, they're good community members, and they're just all around good people, and that comes from the people of Lomira, and that's kind of what we've hang our hat on. Just the day-to-day accountability and our practice habits and our weight room habits have really put us in a position on the threshold of doing something special here.
Talk a little about your game planning and prep for Mayville. What are you concerned about? What are you thinking you'll be able to accomplish going in?
It's really following suit with what we've seen the last couple of weeks here, and we knew that down the stretch that we were going to be facing some really tough opponents. Mayville's going to be physical up front. They got athletes all over the field. Scott Hilber does an extremely good job there. They're going to be well coached. They're going to be disciplined. They're going to be organized. They're going to execute at a high level. Defensively, they're going to give us everything we can handle up front, and we got to make sure that we come out and execute and match their physicality and their aggression from the get-go. Offensively, they run their system extremely well. They're going to give you a lot of different looks. They're going to give you misdirection, and we just got to make sure that we're fundamentally sound and we're going through our read keys and make sure that we go through and we execute at a high level, and it's going to be a good test for us in a hostile environment on Friday.
That was Lomira head coach Brian Gregory. More after this.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
When you're ready to take advantage of high-quality legal services for your unique legal case, count on the professionals at QBS Law SC. In business since 1902, we have been proudly serving Dodge County and our clients with the highest level of integrity. We handle legal matters in elder law, estate planning, OWI, personal injury, workers' compensation, real estate, civil litigation, and more. Give us a call today or visit us online for more information.
Get top dollar for your property. Hi, I'm Brenda Barrett of Coldwell Banker Realty, Dodge County's #1 real estate broker. Your property is more valuable than you might realize. We have several qualified buyers waiting for homes, condos, and vacant land to go on the market. List yours with my reputable, award-winning, fully staffed office. Visit BrendaBarrett.com and call me for your free comparative market analysis. Call the office or get me on my cell at 920-382-0779.
We are back, and joining us now is Mayville head coach Scott Hilber. Coach, start by talking about the game from Friday, tough one on the road, 10-3. Talk about what the tape told you after you digested how things went on the field.
I think we played good enough to win the game on both sides of the ball. We did some good things on offense and on defense. Didn't throw as much as we would like, and that's got to change. We got to do a better job of keeping balance, but I think we ran the ball effectively. And we played good defense. The bottom line is we had 5 turnovers on downs. I'm responsible for one. A couple of those are, fourth and short, came down to pad level and effort. You got to convert those. We convert 3 of those. Maybe that leads to 3 touchdowns. We don't know. But, for a team that scores 40 points a game, 3 points just ain't going to get it done.
Talk a little about what goes into the decision-making there. Obviously, there are things that you see from your study work prior to and the confidence you have in your kids. What combinations of things go into making those types of decisions in the moment?
You said it right there. It's confidence in your kids, what works in the past. Some people can argue that, maybe that's predictable, but kind of like the Philadelphia Eagles, they're pretty predictable. You have to get the job done because they know how to execute it. So I don't buy that for a second. Try to get the numbers game in certain places, and you got to win the battle. You got to win the battle on the offensive line. And, when we got big backs like we got to be able to win those games.
You're in week 9. You still have a chance to get yourself a conference championship. All told, despite, I'm sure, what was disappointing for the kids and such after week 8, I'm sure it's still a bet that if had it been made at the beginning of the year, you would take. If you could elaborate.
I think so. We never really know what kind of team you have at the beginning of the year. I think you told me we would be 7-1 playing for conference championship at the beginning of the year. I'd be pretty happy with it. That doesn't change the fact that we're disappointed with the result last week, but you got to have thick skin in sports. You got to move past it. Coaching staff and the kids, we're all excited. We're all excited to get it done. We worked really hard this weekend preparing for this game. We had a really hard working practice yesterday. We upped the ante a little bit, getting on the kids a little bit about getting some more fire. And it's Lomira week. This is the biggest rivalry our school has right now, playing for the milk jug. If you don't get up for this game, I don't think you have a soul. So I know they're fired up. We're fired up. We're getting ready for a good battle. And this is how you want it to be. All the chips coming down to the end. Honestly, I wish we were both playing for the whole thing. But you know what? Ultimately, a conference championship is a conference championship, and more importantly, playoff seeding is what's really important here. But the bottom line is we just want to beat Lomira.
Specific keys that you're looking at, what's it going to take for you to come out on the W side, offense and defense?
Well, you got to stop their tailback, and if you don't do that, you don't have a chance. And he's just one weapon of the offense, but he's the main one. And if you let him run crazy on you, you don't have an opportunity. Then the quarterback's going to go nuts on you, and the receivers are going to be catching the balls all over the place. So you really got to attack their bread and butter, number one, and that's hard to do. The thing about Lomira, they don't deviate from what they do, but what they do really well. So we got to be on point fundamentally, and we got to be on point with our effort and our toughness for sure, because they play hard. And defensive side of the ball, the same thing there. You know what you're going to get for the most part. You just got to be able to execute and take advantage of your opportunities. And I think more importantly, like any game that should be tight, it's going to come down to turnovers. The team that turns it over the least, and the team that takes advantage of their momentum.
That was Mayville head coach Scott Hilber. More after this.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
You hear it. but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
Keys of the game, Mike, let's first start on Lomira's side. What are they going to have to do? What will they accomplish if they come out on top?
Well, I think first and foremost, they'll try to establish that running game, because then that opens up everything offensively for them. So, Taylor Schaumburg is certainly a threat every time he touches the football, but they've got players all over the field, and when you stop one part of their game, they can throw it on you. They've got big play capabilities. So, but I think for them to be successful, they're going to have to establish that running game early.
On Mayville's side, of course, they did not get in the end zone last week. They're going to have to score more than 3 points to get the job done tonight.
Yeah, they put up a lot of points, but the opponents weren't at the caliber of Springs and Lomira. So, you get against good defenses, you have to move the ball consistently, and Mayville will do what they do. They'll run behind Sawyer Hardesty. Schlender will make some plays, so they got to be able to throw the ball a little bit, though. They got to have that threat of the pass, and I just look. This game is really, it's a cliche, but I think it's going to be a line of scrimmage game, and which team can make the other team uncomfortable, take something away that they like to do. And then, of course, turnovers are always the big thing. You got to play turnover-free football when you get at a game like this with this much importance.
And you heard Coach Hilbert talk about it. In essence, they threw one interception. They got an interception, but turning it over on fourth down 3 times, in essence, acts like an interception or a fumble.
Yeah, basically like a fumble, because they take over right at the line of scrimmage. So, fourth down, third down, there's going to be some situations tonight where it's going to be, third and short, fourth and short, and decisions have to be made. And you got to believe Coach Hilbert and Coach Gregory have confidence in their teams at this point in the season. They know what they can do and what they're capable of doing.
Starting lineups, we'll start with the Lions offense, the offensive line, 4 seniors. It's Josh Polster, I should say Lomira's line, dominated by 4 seniors: Josh Polster, Dalton Zingsheim, Blake Renderman, Nathan Steinman, and Kincaid Total. He's the only junior on the line. The receivers, Easton Zangle, a senior. Brody Lidke, a senior as well. The slot is Caden Yonke, another senior, one of 16 on the Lion roster. Sam Schroffnagel is in the backfield, along with the aforementioned Taylor Schaumburg, and the quarterback is Jackson Gable, another senior. The Mayville defense: 4 across the front, down on the line: Tate Drinkwine, Owen Steger, Kellen Schaefer, and Sawyer Hardesty. The linebackers times 4 as well: Ryan Clark, Landon Baker, Parker Elbies, and Mason Girth. And the secondary is Joe Promensberger and Austin Thorson at corner, and the safety is Joran Schlender. We'll step aside, and we will bring you back with the kickoff from Ray Dunn. Flyway Conference football up momentarily from Ray Dunn on Radio Plus Sports.
At Mayville Savings Bank, we're a bank that is here for you, helping you save money instead of piling on service fees. We still take walk-ins, no appointment necessary. We're a bank where your loan is a local decision, with friendly employees that still answer our phones. A bank that offers online and mobile banking. We're a bank where you're our best interest. Bank at the bank you own. Mayville Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back at Ray Dunn, counting toward kickoff, Flyway Conference football, the Lomira Lions and the Mayville Cardinals. We mentioned playoff implications. We talked about how this game and the outcome could affect these two teams. Up the road, we talked about WLA and Fond du Lac Springs. Of course, Springs is in going into tonight at 5-1. Again, for them, a win is conference positioning. WLA is a little bit more kind of on the vice. They win, they're in. They lose, then they got to wait for the computer to decide.
Much like Mayville last year. Mayville lost that last game, if you remember, last year to Lomira, last game of the year, and they had to wait and see how the computer shook it out, and they got in. And of course, once you get in, anything can happen. As Mayville proved, they knocked off the 1 seed the first game last year, and were basically a touchdown away from going to level 3. So, you get in, your season starts all over.
Fox Valley Association, another game you can find on Radio Plus Sports. Fond du Lac is in Oshkosh taking on Oshkosh West. Fondy with a win goes to 3-4, would put them on the bubble and likely get them in due to the strength of the FVA. And we'll step aside, come back with kickoff here from Ray Dunn, Mayville and Lomira for the Milk Jug after this on Radio.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
Just about kickoff time. Mayville honoring their seniors tonight, Week 9, Flyway Conference football from Ray Dunn. Mayville hosting Lomira.
Well, where did this season go? I mean, you go back to August, you start, the second, third week of August, and just like that, every Friday kind of moves, and the weather has just been incredible for these teams all fall, all season long. They haven't had to really play in any elements, and you talk about a game second week of October, beautiful night, wind is very light, perfect night for football.
And Mother Nature seemingly had a hand in knowing these two teams in red and white were playing, as you got a little tint of the moon hinted in red tonight as well.
Yeah, we got a great view from the booth here, beautiful moon, and just a great night. You got a full stands, both communities very well represented, and should be a great high school football game.
We mentioned how the playoff qualifier, those points moving teams up and down. And again, we talked about the fact that Springs and Mayville each moving up a division. Springs up to Division 5, Mayville up to Division 4 this year due to those qualifier points. Those moves with other teams also bumped Lomira down to Division 6. Kiel, who's been a perennial contender for the conference title in the Eastern Wisconsin, really since Mike Dressler got there about 8-10 years ago, they're going to be one of the teams impacted the other direction, going down. And just as an example, Sun Prairie East looking right at the cut on Division 2. And again, these are projected. Divisions 2 and 3. Monroe and Rice Lake are teams that are going to be impacted possibly being in Division 2, which is going to push teams like Wausau East and Milwaukee Bayview into Division 3. 3 and 4, Catholic Memorial going to be up in 3, which moves a team like Monroe down to Division 4, and Monroe has had their own runs of success in their postseason history as well.
Well, what you're seeing, Scott, with this new rule is you end up with teams and divisions that have a glut of really good teams, and you can say what you want. It'll really make the playoff situation very competitive, 1 through 8 seed.
And again, based on records here, you would guess that, and you mentioned it earlier, both teams likely would get a home game, regardless of the outcome. Of course, a Mayville win would ensure that, but Lomira would certainly improve a seeding spot depending upon who ends up in the playoffs. They could end up with a 1 and basically be home until a state semifinal.
And that is important this time of year. When you don't have to travel, you can play your first 3 games at home before you hit a neutral field at level 4. Big advantage.
Well, you saw the advantage that Mayville had with that 2 years ago in 2022, where they put down a tent stake here for 3 weeks before going to McFarland for the second year in a row, level 4, to play against Prairie du Chien. Mayville will kick. That defense we introduced a moment ago will start the night on the field. You got Brody Lidke back deep, and looks like 24 back there with him at Jack Lidke. They are the deep men between the 10 and 15-yard line. Logan Sarita. Here we go. We are underway from Ray Dunn. A low spinner on 2 hops, make it 3 to the near side. That's Lidke, 25, near the 30, and he's trying to get through an arm tackle, and he's gang tackled near the 30-yard line where the Lion offense touches the field first and 10.
Jack Lidke on the return.
You heard Coach Gregory talk about the fact it was nice to go into that halftime locker room on the road. Again, Campbellsport's an interesting place to play because of kind of the stadium in the hill, a little bit like Lomira is, but it's a little bit narrower, a little tighter field. They were able to get out 14-0, left some points on the field. You certainly know that Coach Gregory preaching tonight that you can't leave points on the field tonight.
So you talk about a grinder here to end the season. Lomira with Springs at home, then at Campbellsport, at Mayville to finish off the season.
Out of the shotgun goes Gable. He's got Schroffnagel to his left. He'll come in motion left to right. Schaumburg near him. Actually, that's going to be a handoff to Schaumburg, and he will be stopped for a loss. Good swarm on the right side of the Mayville defensive line, back to the 25.
Cal, he's been a key. I would imagine all week scout team worked hard on just keying on him, but when you do that, it creates some other opportunities.
Who played Schaumburg for scout team?
Yeah, good question.
So 2nd and 13, ball back just shy of the 27-yard line, Lomira territory. Far hash mark, tight twin set to the right. Gable out of the gun, Schaumburg flanks him left. Again, that's Schroffnagel in motion left to right. He drops the snap, pressure immediately, and down he goes. Schroffnagel gets pushed into Gable. He goes down. Lomira marching backwards back at the 20.
Yeah, low snap, had trouble handling it and took the timing off completely. Mayville with good penetration and knock him back another 4 yards.
Play brings up a 3rd and 21 for the
So
Lions.
brings up 3rd down. Call it 3rd down, about 19. The return took him out to the 29, and Lions need the 39 for a 1st down. So Mayville defense trying to make a statement very early. They'll send Brody Lidke wide to the right. That's Yankee slot right. Twins left. Gable and Schaumburg stand aside each other at the 15. Snap to Gable. He has time. Pressure comes up the field. Trying to get through arm tackles. One, he got through. Not a second.
Boy, that defensive line, big push up front. And they shot their linebackers also, so a good 3 and out for that Cardinal defense.
So Lomira on that drive loses 16 yards, and they'll have to punt. Dalton Zingsheim will put his toe into it around the 5-yard line. Joel Promensberger awaits along with Chase Merritt near midfield.
So Mayville going to play on a short field with their first possession.
So Mayville trying to switch personnel. They have to run Kellen Schaefer onto the field late. Snap is clean. Little pressure up the field, doesn't get there. Little wobbler to the near side. Mayville going to get excellent field position as it'll take a slight Lomira roll, but it won't get to the 40-yard line. Around the 38 in Lomira territory is where the Mayville offense touches the field.
We couldn't ask for a better start for Mayville defensively. I mean, that's 3 negative plays for Lomira on their first 3 downs, and again, Mayville takes advantage here. See if they can take advantage of a short field.
9:27 left opening quarter, no score. Mayville's first offensive touch. That offense, the line, Bennett Schellinger, Logan Sarita, Jerry Bromley, Weston Teeters, and Owen Steger. Jordan Schlender, wing left. He goes in motion left to right. And, they're going to get Sawyer Hardesty leaning forward. False start, 5 yards. Nobody's got positive yet.
A little anxious.
Aforementioned Sawyer Hardesty, the team's leading ball carrier, just shy of 800 yards coming into play tonight. Ryan Clark takes the snaps at quarterback. Landon Baker is also in the backfield. Logan Miller at tight end. And Austin Thorson, a receiver, the starters on offense for Mayville. We'll get to the Lomira defense in a moment. It'll be Thorson to the left. Brett Seiler now wing to the right. Schlender wing to the left. 1st and 15, motion, handoff. Hardesty waiting for a hole to materialize, dozing his way back inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line, a gain of about 9.
That's his bread and butter. Again, between the tackles, and you see his strength too. They went for the football. That linebacker came out trying to knock the ball out a little bit, and Hardesty both hands on the football, good ball security.
Gain of 9, 2nd and 6. 34-yard line in Lomira territory after a short punt. Double tight, double wing. Schlender in motion left to right. And Hardesty again into the pile. A little bit tougher sledding this time. He's denied the 30. Gain of maybe 3. Here comes 3rd and short.
Again, you got to believe this is going to be 2-down territory here too. You're at 3rd and 2. You got 2 chances here just outside that 30-yard line. 2 chances to get 2 yards in the first down.
Well, Elijah Milner attempted and hit his first field goal of the season last year to end the half. Receiver left, Baker in motion. Hardesty gets it, and he's dropped, falls forward. It's close. It looks he might be short.
You see his strength, though. That initial contact going to be a little bit short here. We talked about those 3rd and 4th down, short yardage here. Mayville on a 4th and 1 now.
So here we go, 4th and 1. It might be 4th and less than 1, but here's that first pressure point on 3rd and 4th down. They don't convert 3rd and short. Here's 4th and short. Lomira with a chance to get it turned over on downs. Thorson wide left. Wings either side. Hardesty the lone back. Lomira packs the box. Hardesty leaning forward. Forward progress. Did they give it to him? Boy, it's going to be close again.
Be either the right or the left foot mark here from the side judge. I think he had enough, but it's going to be close.
This near side judge has his feet inside the 28, and the chain stands just outside the 28. And they give it to him.
No.
That's a Mayville first down.
That's a load to try to, he's always moving forward. It's tough to drive him back. He's so strong.
Well, they wanted to make a physical statement right there. You talked about winning the line of scrimmage. That was a first chance to do so on that play. 1st and 10 Cardinals. Lomira 28-yard line. Thorson wide left. Schlender wing left. That's Seiler wing right. Quick snap, Clark, and he'll hand it to Schlender, and he is squeezed in the backfield. Loss of a yard back near the 30-yard line.
Didn't fool anybody on that one. 4 Lions to the football.
Loss of 2 back near the 30. 2nd and a dozen. We tick to 7 minutes left opening quarter. No score. First offensive touch for Mayville. As a result of a short punt after Mayville forced a loss of 19 yards on 3 offensive plays for Lomira. Mayville took over on the Lomira 38. Thorson wide left, wings either way. Clark under center, he brings Baker in motion. Baker's got the handoff following the left side of the line. Dozing forward, refusing to go down. Finally the rugby scrum slows things down near the 20, short of the first down, but brings up 3rd and short.
Good hard run by Landon Baker there. I mean, again, that's 2 or 3 yards just on his own after contact.
Gain of 9, call it 3rd down and 3. Got to believe if they went for it on 4th and 1, 10 yards deeper than this, they're going to go for it on 4th if it comes again. Seiler in there now, wing right. Schlender wing left. Thorson wide to the left. Motion, handoff. Hardesty trying to get low. He actually stayed in Clark's hands. He dropped the football. So they lost yards back outside the 20 near the 23.
Execution there. Not sure if he was trying to pitch that where he lost control of the football, but again pushes Mayville back about 3 yards. Going to be a 4th and 5.
And no hesitation. Clark brings the play in. Seiler goes off. Baker comes in. They'll send Thorson wide to the right. Schlender slot to the right. That's Miller, three-point stance left side of the line. Hardesty the lone back. Baker wing right, back to pass all day. Clark winds up, throws into double coverage. Schlender reaching through his hands in the back of the end zone, incomplete. Double coverage, but he had a shot between two defenders.
Yeah, pretty good ball. I mean, he threw that right where he needed to, and Schlender just not able to bring it in, and it's a big stop for Lomira.
So with 7:20 or 5:23 left, I should say, in the opening quarter, Lomira absorbs a short field, and their defense gets Mayville's offense off the field. They take over at their own 28, 1st and 10.
That'd be a confidence booster for Lomira. Again, Mayville playing with a short field there. Yeah, that's one of those early momentum shifts.
Zangle wide left, Yankee slot left. And the turn by Gable, the give. Schomburg hits a wall, and it is closed. Schomburg unable to even get the line of scrimmage. He loses maybe a yard. At best, no gain, 2nd and long. So Lomira's run 4 plays and lost 17 yards.
Yeah, it's just been all negative yards on their at Mayville right now, taking care of business at the line of scrimmage.
So they'll call it a loss of 1, 2nd and 11, 22-yard line, Lomira territory. We tick at 4:40 left in quarter number 1. Gable with Schomburg to his right. Snap to Gable. He looks to pass, waiting, looking, throws under duress, throwing it into traffic, and did it come out or incomplete or fumble? Well, they're going to say it's a catch near the 30-yard line.
Ball did come out, but again, he caught the ball and he was on the ground. So
looked like Yankee with the catch. So that got him about 8 yards. And that was a lot of red surrounding Yankee. If Gable doesn't put some heat on that, it probably gets tipped. Lidke and Yankee to the right. Zangle wide to the left. Schroffnagel slot left. Schomburg and Gable out of the shotgun. 3rd and 3 around the 30. And a keep by Gable through a foot tackle attempt. And he's got the first down. First by either team out across the 35.
A good hard run by Gable. Again, everyone keying on Schomburg, and Gable fakes the pitch and picks up the first down yardage.
Call it about 6, and that'll move the chains. Well, I shouldn't say the first. Mayville did pick up a first down on their drive on that 4th and short by about the length of the football. Brody Lidke and Yankee to the right. Zangle wide left, Schroffnagel slot left, Schomburg and Gable in the backfield. Yankee in motion right to left. Snap to Gable, looking to set option, and he fumbles the football. Ball is on the deck, hanging for anyone to pick up, and Lomira pounces on it.
Boy, it was right there for the taking, too. Big hit on Gable. Sure who that was. Someone from the Mayville defensive line made a nice hit. Ball went on the ground and right to a Lomira line, able to fall on it, prevent the turnover.
Loss of 5. Gable put it on the turf. Back at the 32-yard line, Lomira territory. We're already under 3 minutes left in the opening quarter. Second offensive drive here for Lomira, no score. It's shaping up to be another game like we saw last week with Mayville and Springs, a defensive grind. Twins left, Twins right. Schomburg joins Gable in the backfield. They'll send Schomburg out of the backfield. They'll set up a little bubble screen to this side. Red down the sideline. They escort Schomburg out of bounds around the 35. They'll give him just beyond the 35 at the 36, a gain of about 6, 3rd and 9.
Mayville doing a nice job not letting him get the corner. And again, set yourself up 3rd and 10.
So third down attempt here already for Lomira. They converted their last, but this one a bit longer. Lomira needs near the 47-yard line for the first down. And they stop the clock on the out of bounds. 2.5 left in the opening quarter. Yankee and Brody Lidke near side to the right. That's Zangle and Schroffnagel to the left. Schomburg flanking Gable to his left. Out of the gun, snap to Gable, back to pass. He sets, looks around, flares it out over the head of Schomburg. Now, that wasn't a far pass, Mike, but that's still tough. He's got to go over the crown from the right hash to the left side.
They spread Mayville out and tried to get Schaumburg out in the open field, but Mayville, pretty good penetration, got their arms up, made that a tough pass to complete.
So it'll be Zingsheim to punt again, his second attempt. It'll be Promensberger and Chase Merritt awaiting. So if anything, Lomira moved the field a little bit here. 2:25 left in the opening quarter at Ray Dunn. Snap is clean. Arm went up in the air. Might have got a piece. That wobbles like a wounded duck to the sideline, and
that was a shank.
Dices out of bounds near midfield. So about 12 yards on the net. Mayville gets pretty good real estate again.
Yeah, again, good penetration. Maybe rushed the kick a little bit, but right off the side of his foot. And Cardinals now with a half a field, 50 yards.
So the Cardinals started the last drive at the Lomira 38-yard line. They got stopped on a fourth down try. And here we go. Thorson wide right. Schlender wing to the left. Baker wing to the right. Hardesty behind Ryan Clark. Schlender in motion. Back to pass. Backside pressure from Yankee. He throws under duress. Caught by Schlender, and he is squeezed immediately at about the 44-yard line. But Clark, good to stay in there and take the hit on the delivery.
Yeah, you see in Mayville, just they need to mix that pass in there. Can't be, can't dominate running the football. You got to mix that pass in there and have the threat of the pass offensively.
Gain of 7, 2nd and 3, maybe near 4. Football between the 44 and 43-yard line, Lomira territory. That's Thorson to the far side along the sideline right. Motion by Merritt, counter coming through. That's Baker, and he got spilled in the backfield, all to do to get to the line of scrimmage. Here comes third down again.
Yeah, both line of scrimmages right now. Both defenses right now are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Under 90 ticks left in the opening quarter. No score, as each team now has possessed it twice offensively. Each team with a couple of first downs to their credit. Lomira with 2 on 2 drives, forced to punt twice. Mayville clicked one off before being turned away on 4th down inside the 30-yard line in Lomira territory. Here comes third down, and he might have lost a yard on the mark. 3rd and near 5 when we're going to get a whistle here, and Mayville takes an early time out with under a minute left. We'll take the TO as well. Back to Ray Dunn in a moment. No score here from Mayville on Radio Plus Sports.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
At Mayville Savings Bank, we're a bank that is here for you, helping you save money instead of piling on service fees. We still take walk-ins, no appointment necessary. We're a bank where your loan is a local decision with friendly employees that still answer our phones. A bank that offers online and mobile banking. We're a bank where you're our best interest. Bank at the bank you own. Mayville Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back out of a Mayville timeout. Sawyer Hardesty on 3rd down and about 5. Got 3. It's 4th and 2, and this time Mayville's going to play field position.
Yeah, a smart move here. Defensively, you've been doing a nice job and try to get a good punt, play field position game early.
So it'll be Hardesty to punt. He'll put his toe into it around midfield. It'll be Jack Lidke waiting at the 10. It goes to Hardesty. He gets it away. A booming kick, and that's going to hit the end zone. One bounce and out the back. But either way, it tilts the field a bit. Lomira starts 1st and 10, their own 20. No score. Late going first quarter, 17 ticks left.
As expected here, Scott. I think both teams, everybody's familiar with each other. This is the last game of conference. Everybody kind of knows what everybody's doing. You got to take away their strengths first, and then you look for that big play. There were a couple opportunities for Mayville. They play on a short field, couldn't take advantage of it, but credit Lomira's defense.
And Lomira does have a couple of first downs. 1 on the first drive. Well, not one on the second drive, I should say. So 1st and 10, their own 20 after the touchback. Net to Mayville about 18 yards. Yankee and Lidke to the right. Zangel to the left. Schaumburg motions out of the backfield. Gable fakes. He tucks. Waits for something to open up. Nicely done. Flag thrown as he crosses the 25 near the 27. So the whistle blows. The clock will stop with 12 seconds left. That was thrown by the umpire right near the play.
Got a hold.
And they're going to call illegal block hold, and that's going to cost Lomira their first mark off with yellow on the night. And there'll be a spot foul, so it'll put it back around the 15-yard line. It's usually how it works with a couple of, good teams, heavyweights. They feel each other out defensively, kind of just poke the bear, see what happens, and then wait for the right time to unleash. And the clock back in motion, and that will end the first quarter. Scoreless at Raydon after 1 in the de facto Flyway Conference title game, Mayville and Lomira. It's time now for the Lens Truck Center Athlete of the Week. Let's check out what Nick Rush has for us here from Week 8.
Each and every week, Lens Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports salute an area student athlete.
We got a lot of returning guys on the line this year, and it's going to be very important that they're getting a good push for me because last year's success doesn't happen without them. And I think that my ability that I can use just to read blocks once they get that push, I think that makes all the difference.
Takes a snap. Give to Schaumburg. Schaumburg, hole, right side.
Congratulations to Lomira's Taylor Schaumburg. He is our Student Athlete of the Week this week.
The support from the community is tremendous. We've got all kinds of people around that do a lot of things for us, and the atmosphere at the stadium is just second to none.
Schaumburg leads the Wisconsin Flyway in rushing with over 1,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, and averages 152 a game. Again, Taylor Schaumburg's our Student Athlete of the Week from Radio Plus Video Sports and Lens Truck.
We got the trucks!
Well-deserved there, Taylor Schaumburg, Athlete of the Week here, Radio Plus, brought to you by Lens Truck Center, Fond du Lac, and Minocqua. Teams switch ends now. Lomira goes to the north. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Shotgun Gable. Schaumburg flanks him left. Snap to Gable, hand to Schaumburg. Traffic to get through. He wades through backfield traffic, through another leg tackle, up the sideline, near the stick where he's shoved out of bounds. By far his best run of the night.
You just can see the strength. You're not going to get it done with an arm tackle on him. You got to get helmets to the football, and you see he got that corner, used the stiff arm, and a nice pickup on first down.
12 yards on that 1st and 15, sets up second down and 2 to 3, call it. Football near the 28-yard line, Lion territory. First play of the second quarter, 9 seconds off it, no score. Third offensive touch here for the Lions. Zangel to the left, Schroffnagel slot left, handoff to Schaumburg, following Schroffnagel into the hole, refusing to go down, takes about 7 in red to finally put him down, not before he gets the first down across the 35 to the 38. Let's say the 33, call it.
Yeah, Lomira wants to get him going after those first couple drives. He's starting to get lathered up a little bit.
First 2 carries were -4, and now he's got 17 yards on his last 2 carries. Yankee and Zangel to the left. Schroffnagel wing to the left. Schaumburg sets up behind him. Gable out of the shotgun. Snap to him. Handoff again. Schaumburg following Schroffnagel. Crossing the 35. Near the 36 is where they'll mark him down. Gain of 2, perhaps 3. These are just like jabs in a heavyweight fight right now.
Yeah, you see both teams this is their bread and butter, though. You can get a drive where you get your key players, and Mayville would like to get Hardesty going, but you can see Lomira, they really want to get Taylor Schaumburg going.
Schroffnagel and Zangel to the left. Schroffnagel in the slot. Yankee slot right. He'll come in motion right to left. Snap to Gable. Back to pass. Waiting. Nobody open. throws it in the ground. It looked like they wanted to set a screen, and they're going to throw a flag. It looks like maybe grounding or something.
Yeah, they got linemen downfield,
yep.
too. So, see, 60 and 63, I don't think were intended receivers.
Mayville blew up at least 2 screen attempts last week. Mason Girth had a good hand in knocking or covering receivers in screens that forced Ben Anderson to escape screen plays.
Wow, they're picking it up.
Okay, well, it's going to be incomplete either way. So 3rd down, already the 4th 3rd down opportunity here, 3rd and 8. Not quite a minute and a half into the second quarter, no score. Coach Gregory, this is his 4th season in the program, 3rd as the head coach. His first season was as offensive coordinator, stepped in after that first season. Gable out of the gun, Schaumburg flanks him right. Tight receivers ×2 either way. Snap to Gable, waiting, has time, throws a dart over the middle and too tall for his intended receiver. That was Brody Lidkey near the 47-yard line, incomplete.
Yeah, pretty good coverage. That ball came out hot, too, and that's a big stop for Mayville. You just kind of felt like Lomira was starting to get a little rhythm offensively, and that's a big stop on 3rd down.
So Zingsheim will punt for the 3rd time. Promensberger back, along with Chase Merritt. Zingsheim shanked his last one a bit, and he had to punt from near his own end zone the first time. Mayville's had a little bit of pressure up the middle. This time, no pressure from the middle. He gets away a much better one this time. Promensberger from the 27-yard line, sweeping near side. He's got a little bit of a wall set up. Zangel will try and angle him out of bounds. Does so. They're going to get him for a horse collar at the 49.
That'll be, yep. And they just got him on the horse collar right in front of the referee, too. So Mayville going to be set up in real good field position for this drive. 3 drives in a row with great field position.
Mayville's only play that they have not run in Lomira territory was the last drive that started on the midfield stripe.
Yep.
Well, they're going to say actually a 5-yard face mask.
Okay.
And I was going to say he went high.
Unless they got the face mask again. We both saw a horse collar there, but they didn't call it.
But Zangel, to his credit, he let go really quick, and Promensberger did not spin.
Yep.
Baker wing right, Schlender wing left. Schlender in motion to the near side. They pitch it to him following Hardesty into the hole. He's got a hole right through the chute. It's a foot race now. The 30, the 20, the 10. The scoreboard is dented. Joran Schlender, touchdown.
Boy, he made a nice cut. There was a big hole there, and he read the block. He let the block and let the play develop. Saw that hole, hit the hole, went untouched from 46.
So not only Sawyer Hardesty serving as the bulldozer in the middle with the football, he helped clear the hole, as did the line mates in the middle, paving the path to the end zone. Milsna will kick it. Emmett Middlestat will hold it. 10-17 left second quarter. Snap clean. There's the placement. Kick is into the air, and it is good. Mayville dents the board with 10-17 left in the second. They lead it 7-0 at Ray Dunn. Back in 30 on Radio Plus Sports. That was a burst.
Boy, he's got some wheels.
Yeah, just the one here, Kerry.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Didn't take long in the second quarter. One play, 46 yards. Joran Schlender with the burst and the afterburner to the end zone. Extra point, Mayville 7, Lomira nothing. Sarita's kick, and it's taken at the 18-yard line. That is Lidkey. Lidkey spun down as he crosses the 35 out across the 40. Body's down on the far side, but pretty good field position. Best of the night for Lomira now. They trail at 7-0. See what they have for an answer from their own 42.
Yeah, Mayville strikes first, and in big games like this, you want to throw the first blow, and you want the you always want the team chasing you. And Mayville off to a good start here. That 7-0 lead. But again, Lomira, good field position. This is their best field position here of the night.
By far their biggest play, that being Mayville offensively in at least 2 weeks. 42-yard line, Lomira territory. Brody Lidke to the right. Yankee slot right, slot left, Schroffnagel, wide left, Zangel. Shotgun, Gable. And we're going to get a whistle. I think we're going to get another timeout. Yep, Mayville spends another timeout.
Coach Hilbert didn't like what he saw defensively. I think a couple guys out of position, and he got the quick timeout.
We'll keep this one here with 10-11 left in the first half. 7-0 is the lead for Mayville. Jordan Schlender, 46-yard touchdown run, one play, capped the drive after they got a punt return from Joel Promensberger and added on a 5-yard unintentional face mask to put him in Lomira territory. Again, that basically means you look at Mayville's drive charts here. They have run 12 plays, 11 of them in Lomira territory, and the 12th was run from midfield. Again, this is Lomira's best field position. All of their other drives have started inside their own 30. Here we go, 1st and 10. Schroffnagel slot left, Zangel wide left. Gable alone in the gun. Twins right. They'll bring Yankee in motion, and he'll wheel back around and get the handoff from Gable. Lots of room to this near side. He's near Mayville territory. Lowers the shoulder near 10 yards into Mayville territory for the first time. A gain of near 10.
Good blocking up front. They really sealed the corner, and Promelsberger had to make that play, or that's going for 6.
So to the 49-yard line, Mayville territory. First time the Lions have dented Cardinal territory. Sets up 2nd and 1. We tick to 9:40 left in the first half. Mayville the 7-0 lead. Brody Lidke and Yankee to the right. Zangel to the near side left. Schomburg flanks Gable out of the gun to his left. Schroffnagel slot right. Snap to him, quarterback keep. Gable following Schomburg. He waits, lets it develop. He falls forwards, got the first down. Gain of 3 to the Mayville 45.
First down.
And that's just a read by Gable. He's just kind of reading his blocks and taking the hole where it opens up.
Well, near the 9-minute mark on this next snap for Lomira. They try to answer after going down 7-0. Again, Mayville last week, they still put up about 250 yards, but there was nothing really big. They really had, I think they had one play that was around 20 yards, and everything else was between 2 to 10 yards. And again, those failed 4th down conversions played deadly in the outcome. Here we go, 1st and 10, Mayville 45 is Lomira on offense. Snap hit Schroffnagel. Gable goes back, picks it up, and he swarmed under back in Lomira territory.
Yeah, miscommunication, and it costs them. And first down. I don't know if Gable wasn't ready for the snap, but again, a mix-up in the backfield costs him on first down.
Either he wasn't ready or that hit Schroffnagel in motion across his face, because the ball came out probably not as he expected it either way. It'll cost him near 8 yards back to Lomira's 48. We tick to 8 minutes left in the first half. Well, the red on the moon cleared up. It's above the lamp posts now. Here we go, 2nd down and about 18. Under 8 left in the first half. Twins right, Zangel left. Snap to Gable. Give to Schomburg. Tries to cut it back near side. Splits 2 defenders near the line of scrimmage. He's spilled near midfield. Short gain, 3rd and long.
Anytime Mayville getting helmets to the football, 4 guys on Schomburg to bring him down, but again, that's what you need. You just can't let him get into the open field because he is dangerous.
Gain of about 2, 3rd down. Call it about 16, still in Lomira territory at their own 49. Emerson Middlestad brings the play into the secondary for the defense. 3rd and long upcoming. Mayville trying to get Lomira off the field offensively. Tight twins either side of the line. Mayville shows pressure. They bring 5. Rolling right is Gable. Stepping to the right, throws on the run. Too hot for the intended receiver. That was Brody Lidke near the stick, but it's 4th down.
Again, good coverage by Mayville. They're really giving Gable a tight window to have to throw it into, and Yeah, that double coverage over there. Tough throw on the run.
Jordan Schlender was there to make contact right as the ball passed Lidke. Again, Promensberger and Merritt await deep. Zingsheim will punt again for the 4th time. Snap is clean. Little pressure again in the middle, doesn't get there. Booming kick. See what kind of bounce it takes. It goes end over the goal line. But if that one sets up, it pins Mayville deep, but as it stands, 1st and 10 Cardinals from their 20.
Again, the little bit of wind we have is at Lomira's back. And again, 2 good punts after he struggled on his first 2 punts, but these last 2 punts have been good. But again, Mayville fortunate that ball didn't check up and would have started inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 20, you can go about your regular offense.
Net of about 31 yards, including the touchback. By far, Mayville's worst starting offensive field position. This will be the first play the Cardinal offense has truly run on their own end of the 50-yard line, working to the south. That's Thorson wide to the right, double wing, double tight. Sawyer Hardesty, the lone back behind Clark, 1st and 10. Clark turns, he gives. That's Hardesty dozing his way into the line, falls forward near the 24, sets up second about 6.
Yeah, those dive play, I mean, he gets 4 yards just moving. He just moves the line, and he's going to get 3-4 yards. It's really tough to stuff him at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 6, just shy of the 25. 6.5 left in the first half. Mayville the 7-0 lead on the Jordan Schlender 46-yard touchdown run on the last drive. Landon Baker in motion, movement up front. Nobody creased the line, so Mayville resets. Clark and the offense check the wristband. This time they bring Merritt in motion. He gets the pitch. Backfield traffic. He got through 1 wave. Forget about the second. He lost 2. So a loss of 2 brings up 3rd down and 6. Actually, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Pretty generous spot, at least from what it looked like where he got squeezed. We're under 6 left in the second quarter.
Mayville plays it safe, or they go to the air here on a 3rd and 6. Into the little bit of wind there is, Mayville going into it.
Schlender and Thorson to the left. Baker the lone wing to the left. Little bubble screen to the left. That's caught by Schlender, and he's squeezed immediately. Lost yardage back near the 20-yard line. So Lomira's defense going to tilt the field a bit here, force a punt on 4th down.
Yeah, that's a good 3 and out for the Lomira defense. Now they will inherit some pretty good field position here. Mayville kicking into the little bit of wind there is, and Hardesty a good foot. He's going to have to get off a good punt here.
So you throw in last week, Cardinals 1 of 11 on 3rd down in the last 6 quarters. It's Jack Lidke awaiting around his own 45. Hardesty will put his toe into it around the 13. He gets it away, high end over end to the far side. He angles it, and it angles out of bounds. Let's see where they say it crossed the boundary.
That's going to be close to midfield.
Yeah. How far is he going to walk? There he goes. Lomira's best field position to start. 49-yard line, Mayville territory, a net of 29. And the Lions down 7 with a golden opportunity to answer. 4:55 left in the half. I think that's, other than bringing the chains in, that's the most breathtaking play to wait for.
Oh, when that kind of, you watch, that's the referees, they work as a team on that to get that spot.
The side judge just walks the line, and he knows everybody's watching him.
Yeah, it's no, he marked it there. Everybody's got an opinion where that ball should be marked.
In motion goes Schomburg, and Gable fakes it to him. Options back to the right side, and he drags a tackler about 3 yards to the Mayville 45-yard line, gain of about 4.
I like that play. Everybody kind of keying on Schomburg. They fake the pitch to him, and Gable, who's a good runner, reads his blocks real well, picked the hole up and got 5 on his own.
2nd down, about 6. 4.5 left, now under it here in the second quarter. Jordan Schlender, 46-yard touchdown run early in the second quarter. The lone score on the board either side. Mayville the 7-0 lead. Yankee slot, left Zangle, wide left. Brody Lidke to the right. Schroffnagel and Schomburg That's Schroffnagel in motion right to left. Snap to Gable. Hand to Schaumburg. Looking through backfield traffic again. Stepping over his own blocker, and he's spilled shy of the 40. It'll be third down.
Tough 4 yards. Mayville, nice job getting people, not letting him get to the outside. But Schaumburg, one of those runners where he reads his blocks really well, and he's strong, hits the hole, and tough to bring down. But another big third down here for the Cardinal defense.
3:40 clock rolls, second quarter. Third down, 42-yard line. Lomira with it in Mayville territory, third and a long 3. They need the 39 to move the chains. You wonder if they don't get it, if this is 2-down territory for the Lions in this situation. Lidke and Yankee to the right, Zangel to the left. Schroffnagel switches left to right, handoff Schaumburg, following Schroffnagel, going nowhere.
Boy, he ran into the interior of that Mayville defensive line, and linebackers there, they had like 5-6 guys to the football.
No gain. They might have lost a yard. Fourth down and near 4. Let's say Steger boys aren't hard to miss.
I don't see it. Well, here to maybe punt. Yeah, they're going to punt. They're going to play field, but that's the right move too. I mean, there's still plenty of time. You got your timeouts left. Try to bury Mayville and get a 3 and out, and then get field position back. So the right decision here for Lomira.
You don't want to give Mayville a short field with a timeout and time left. So Zingsheim will punt. Again for the 5th time. High snap, he corrals it. That one into somebody's back, and it spins its way inside the 20, and this is going to work out for Lomira and die around the 10-yard line. So about a 32-yard net. So Mayville with a timeout and 2:24 left in the half, up 7-0, are buried deep in their own end.
Yeah, Mayville's going to need to get a couple first downs here. Run the clock as your opponent here now. Again, you just do not want to give the football back to Lomira here before the half.
Well, you talk about cliches. That's called complementary football, Lomira trying to play here. If their defense can get a stop, they have timeouts left, and they can create their own short field. Thorson wide left, Schlender slot left. Sawyer Hardesty the lone back. Here we go, Clark under center. He turns, Hardesty hit immediately. Nowhere he goes, 2nd and 10. It's amazing he even got the football.
Sam Schroffnagel almost got the handoff. I mean, he was in the backfield. Hardesty, no chance.
Well, Mayville not going to hurry here, and right now Lomira not going to use a timeout. We'll creep under 2 minutes left here.
I think they'd use it on the next one here.
Schlender out, and that'll be Chase Merritt into the backfield with the play on 2nd and 10. Ball just beyond the 10-yard line. 1:40 and change left first half. Mayville the 7-0 lead. Double wing, single receiver, and they give it on the sweep. They faked it. Clark, little floater into traffic, and he got it over the defender who was covering Hardesty, but either way incomplete. Yankee was in his face, third down.
Risky business over that way. I mean, that, thank God for Mayville, that defender had his back to the play, didn't see where the ball was coming.
Yeah, if Yankee turns, that's 10 yards, walk it in.
Yeah.
So the clock stops, 1:38 left. Forget about Lomira using a timeout. Third down long, third down near 10. Schlender and Thorson to the left. Clark back to pass, pressure inside, rolling, trying to escape pressure, not happening. That was Schaumburg dropping him back at the 5. I think we got a timeout here by Lomira. We do. That one went nowhere fast, and the Lions were going to get really good field position out of this. Late going first half, down 7.
And 2 timeouts, 1:29, so they'll have plenty of time to run whatever they want.
So we'll keep this one here. Again, other games across Radio Plus tonight. Fondy Springs taking on WLA. I believe it's a homecoming one for the Ledgers tonight, Week 9, late homecoming. But a win for them gives them a shot for a 3-way conference title tie. But Mayville's going to have to help them out with a win over Lomira as the Lions come in here in the driver's seat as the lone remaining Flyway Conference unbeaten. But as it stands, Hardesty is going to punt from his end zone. Lomira's field position here since late first quarter has been getting decidedly better drive by drive.
Let's see what Lomira brings here for a rush.
Yeah, or do they bring it?
You just have one back, so.
And that's Lidke. Jack Lidke awaits at the Mayville 45. Here's the snap. Hardesty quickly into it. A high booming kick. Waiting, catching at the 42. Lidke past one man. Into the pile, splits 2 arm tackles at the 35, and he's finally squeezed inside the 30. About a 15-yard return. Lomira in business. 1:16 left. 2 timeouts, down 7.
Yeah, good punt. Good punt by Hardesty out of his end zone. Good hang time. And Lidke, nice job just eluding that first defender coming down to make that tackle, and then able to pick up about 15 on the return.
So Mayville will have 34 yards of green to defend as Lomira has it from their own 34. 1st and 10. Again, 2 timeouts and 1:16 left in the half. Down 7. Brody Lidke wide right. That's Yankee slot right. Schroffnagel and Zangel to the left. Gable out of the gun. Schaumburg flanks him right. Lions down 7, trying to get on the board late. Little flip to this near side left. That's Schroffnagel through a leg tackle at the 24, and he is squeezed by a trio of red shy of the 20. 2nd down, clock rolls. Gain of 8. So 2nd and 2. Snap to Gable. He looks right. Lidke flares out, whistle blows. I think somebody called a timeout.
I think maybe Coach Hilbert got a timeout. And, maybe not.
Well, the whistle, that's got to be a procedure.
Okay.
So Mayville gets bailed out.
Yeah, I saw Coach Hilbert come out onto the field. Thought maybe he got a timeout. But, again, the procedure call blows the play dead.
55 seconds left in the half, so that marks it back 5 yards, sets up 2nd and 8 instead of 2nd and 3. I think you mentioned it. They got Schroffnagel lumbering in space with the football. He's another guy like Hardesty, almost impossible to bring down on first contact. Brody Lidke, Yankee to the right. Schroffnagel and Zangel tight to the left. Snap to Gable, again a whistle. And I think Mayville used their last timeout as Coach Hilbert was trying to be 12th man.
Yeah, out of position. Someone out of position defensively, and Coach Hilbert saw it from the sidelines, and before the play snapped, he got the timeout.
One we'll keep here. We failed to mention one of the teams also in the area playing for a playoff berth, Waupun, playing Mauston.
That'd be a big step for that program.
A win for them, it puts them at 3-4 in conference. They had a tough one. They had to go to Berlin last week, who was leading the conference, and at South Central Conference, where Waupun has ended up now. But like you said, they've had a much better year. A win there would likely get them on the bubble and likely be enough to get them in. That one, another one you can find on Radio Plus Sports tonight. You'll also be able to follow the Cardinals here through the duration of their postseason run, because these two teams here are already in, will be playing next week. The computer will tell them where and who at some point tomorrow. Out of the Mayville timeout, 47 seconds left in the half, 7-0 Mayville lead. Lomira on the possession from the Mayville 27-yard line, 2nd and 8. Gable out of the gun, tight twins either side of the line. Snap to Gable, rolling right. Has time, throws on the run, and caught, it looks like, by Lidke. Not bad coverage by Promensberger, but excellent throw and catch.
That was a great pitch and catch, and coverage was there.
And here we go, quickly. That was a 10-yard pitch and catch. Quick throw this side, incomplete. Looked like it might have been batted at the line. So 2nd and 10, clock stops, 36 seconds left in the half.
Lomira's still in good shape with those 2 timeouts, and they can operate. They can run the ball if they'd like. They've been primarily passing on this on this series, but they could run the ball with those 2 timeouts.
Schaumburg flanks Gable to the left. Snap to Gable out of the gun, rolling left, waiting, still waiting. Throws on the run, wide of his intended receiver. Looked like Yankee streaking through the end zone. Ran out of real estate on the near side. 3rd down, clock stops. 29 ticks left. So again, Cardinals likely 2-down territory here. 3rd and 10. Haven't seen the milk jug, though, yet, Mike. It's on the far side somewhere. These two teams exchange that piece of hardware every year. Lidke and Yonke to the right after the third down. Snap to Gable. Little flare screen. Schaumburg turning. Rope down from behind. Sawyer Hardesty with a vice grip. Fourth down.
Wow, that's a great play by Hardesty. Again, Schaumburg able to catch that and get the corner. He could get to the end zone, but Sawyer Hardesty there, just good solid tackle. Forces Lomira to take the timeout.
Somebody took a timeout because the teams are huddling. I didn't see which way they signaled it. Lomira is the only team with a timeout left. Well, you might as well. It's fourth down. You're in the opponent territory because if you don't get it in essence, it serves as field position hold. So fourth down and about 14. Ball marked back at the 22-yard line. So 19 ticks left. Lomira with a timeout left. And here we go, fourth and long. Schaumburg flanks Gable to his right out of the gun. Tight twins left, tight twins right. Mayville showing a five-man pressure. They step out four on the rush. Gable, little flip screen, backside, Schroffnagel left. Schroffnagel, 25 to the 20. He's got an escort up the sideline, through a leg tackle near the goal line, reaching. Did he get it?
He did. Yeah.
He did. 10 seconds left. Sam Schroffnagel bulldozing down the sideline, 22-yard touchdown.
Well, that was a great call. They really got Mayville to commit to the pass rush and open up. There was one opportunity for Mayville to get him at the line of scrimmage, but couldn't make the tackle, and he takes it the distance. That's a big score for Lomira here to end the half.
Tate Drinkwine had a shot at him about 3 or 4 yards into the run, only able to slow him down. But again, Schroffnagel is the answer to Hardesty on Mayville's side, and now we're an extra point from Zangel away from a knotted score near the end of the half. Lines down. Yankees placement, kick is away. Zangel into the night sky to the north end. Good. 10 ticks left. 7-7 from Ray Dunn. You knew Lomira was not going to not make some noise and punch back tonight, and they made a play with good field position here late in the half.
Yeah, just a great call. Again, it's a safe call, but again, when you get it to your playmakers and you get some blocks, Schroffnagel, Schaumburg, those guys can make plays, and once he got a head of steam going, he was a load to bring down.
Well, keep in mind, again, that was fourth down. They called the timeout. Lomira had one left. They call it, and they make a play on fourth down. As it was, he had the first, but the question would have been, would they have had enough time to get up? They probably would have been able to run one more play had he not got in. But it'll be Zangel to tee it. Mayville will get the ball to start on offense in the second half. Now in a tie game at Ray Dunn, 7 apiece. It'll be Baker, Promensberger, and Merritt deep awaiting Zangel's kick. Here's the run-up, and the kick is end over end to the far side. It'll be Merritt from the 14-yard line, sweeping into the middle of the field, trying to pick up a block. Racing outside of one tackler around the 20, cutting back to the 25, spun down shy of the 30, and the clock will stop with 1 second left, enough time to run the offense out for Ryan Clark to put a knee on the turf and go to the locker room. So halftime will get you halftime numbers. Scores as we get them. Again, a handful of teams in southeast Wisconsin here with playoff positioning and qualification on the line tonight. These teams are already in. This is a seed positioning game and a conference title game. The snap to Clark, the knee on the turf, and we played 24 minutes. Mayville 7, Lomira 7. Here from Ray Dunn, week 9 of the high school football season here in the Wisconsin Flyway Conference. We'll step aside and come back with first half stats, totals, and more after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Scott, how far was that touchdown? That pass?
20.
When you're ready to take advantage of high-quality legal services for your unique legal case, count on the professionals at QBS Law SC. In business since 1902, we have been proudly serving Dodge County and our clients with the highest level of integrity. We handle legal matters in elder law, estate planning, OWI, personal injury, workers' compensation, real estate, civil litigation, and more. Give us a call today or visit us online for more information.
you take steps to keep yourself in top performance. When was the last time you did the same for your home's air system? Annual maintenance from the experts at Surefire helps to extend the life of your system. Proper maintenance can be the difference in years for your home's air system and major savings in energy costs when it's running at its best. Keeping your home's air system at its best will help you stay at your best for what's really important. Trust your home with Surefire. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
Halftime in Mayville, Ray Dunn Field, Week 9, high school football here on Radio Plus Sports. Scott and I, Mike Hertz, Kerry Longery, and the crew with you tonight. Beautiful night for football. Looks like an August night when you look at the grass. And it's been, as advertised, 7-7 between Mayville and Lomira. Lomira a win, an outright Flyway Conference title, and probably a 1 seed in Division 6. Mayville a win creates at least a two-way tie for the Flyway Conference title. Could be 3 if the Ledgers in Fond du Lac take out Winnebago Lutheran Academy, who needs a win to secure playoff positioning for themselves tonight. It was a scoreless first quarter. Both teams went back and forth, a first down, and not much more for either team. It was the second quarter where we saw the scoring. Mayville did the job first after getting a punt return near midfield, tacking on a 5-yard face mask penalty, putting the ball at the Lomira 46-yard line, going to the south end zone. It took one play, Jordan Schlender following Sawyer Hardesty and company into the middle of the line, going untouched for 46 yards and a score. Elijah Milna's extra point made it 7-0 at that point. We went all the way to about 20 seconds left in the second quarter, where Lomira took advantage of excellent field position, starting at the Mayville 32, as their drive before also started in Mayville territory. They were unable to make any hay out of that before punting, but they turned that complementary action of football into what ended up being a fourth down conversion, 4th and about 15. A little flare pass to Sam Schroffnagel, followed a couple of blockers, up the left sideline, reached it out with 10 seconds left into the end zone. A 22-yard pass from Gable, and the extra point by Evan Zangel made it a 7-7 game. And, Mike, that's where we stand.
And it's just both defenses have really been stout here. You look at the stats reflect it, Scott. For Mayville, they ran the ball 14 times for 66 yards in the air. Ryan Clark, 2 of 5 for just 2 yards, so 68 yards of total offense for Mayville on 2 first downs. Individually, Sawyer Hardesty, 7 carries, just 22 yards, and Jordan Schlender leads the way, 2 carries for 44 yards. Of course, the 46-yarder, the long one for the touchdown. For Lomira, they ran the ball 16 times for 24 yards. In the air, 6 of 11 for 49 yards and a touchdown. 73 yards of total offense for Lomira on 5 first downs. Taylor Schaumburg leads the way, 7 carries. Mayville's done a nice job defensively on him, just 24 yards. So, again, defenses, 2 big plays, we're back to even.
The struggles on 3rd down and 4th down continue for Mayville. They were 1 of 7 last week, 0 of 5 on 3rd down, 1 of 2 on 4th down in the first half. Lomira, 1 of 7 on 3rd down and converted on 4th down twice, including the one that got them into the end zone for the touchdown. Halftime continues, 7-7, Lomira Mayville for the jug and the conference title here at Ray Dunn. We're back with more at the half after this on Radio Plus Sports.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net. Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
And top-notch results on the turf and on the track. Skag Power Equipment is mowing down the competition. Built by hard-working Americans in state-of-the-art facilities, Skag machines are made to last. Don't get left behind. Visit your local Skag dealer to discover the Skag difference for yourself. Skag, simply the best.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Get top dollar for your property. Hi, I'm Brenda Barrett of Coldwell Banker Realty, Dodge County's #1 real estate broker. Your property is more valuable than you might realize. We have several qualified buyers waiting for homes, condos, and vacant land to go on the market. List yours with my reputable, award-winning, fully staffed office. Visit BrendaBarrett.com and call me for your free comparative market analysis. Call the office or get me on my cell at 920-382-0779.
Halftime rolls at Ray Dunn. Week 9 high school football in the Wisconsin Flyway Conference and across the state. Scott and I, Mike Kurtz, Kerry Longery, and the rest of the crew bringing you sights and sounds tonight. Beautiful night, middle of October. Couldn't have planned it better. Same goes on the field, a full house just about shoulder to shoulder, and they've seen a good one so far. 7-7 your halftime score. Not much doing as far as total yards either way, as you said a moment ago. A couple of big plays late in the first half. 22-yard pass on 4th and 15. Found Sam Schroffnagel rumbled into the end zone to tie the game, and that was answering an early second quarter score. Joran Schlender, 46-yard run, and as you said, the stats, that's pretty much almost all of Mayville's offense, that one run.
Yeah, Mayville has not been able to get Sawyer Hardesty going, and you know, you talk about Mayville's third down conversions and lack thereof. You know, this offense is not designed around 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. You know, they're a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 type of team where they can pound Hardesty. But, you know, credit Lomira's defense. They've put Mayville in passing situations, and they've had a hard time converting on 3rd down. So we'll see how this third quarter goes. We'll see if Lomira will use that momentum to end the half. But for Mayville, they get the ball here, so you can kind of take that momentum away from Lomira with a good, long, sustained scoring drive here to start the third quarter.
Well, you look at some of the prospective Division IV teams that, of course, again, Mayville enrollment-wise is Division V, but due to that playoff qualifier or postseason success, you're going to have Mayville and Aquinas moving up, and Columbus in there as well, and you've got Prescott, Shoreland Lutheran, and Kiel. As a result of those three teams up, you've got those three down now in Division V, and just giving you an idea of what Division IV is set up like this possible season. O'Connell Falls, Ellsworth's in there. They've had some postseason success. Baldwin Woodville, that's a familiar one from back in the day, 15 to 25 years ago in Mayville history in the postseason. Little Chute, Appleton Xavier, you got Racine St. Cat's. These are all prospective playoff teams in Division IV. So again, depending upon, the outcome of this game is going to have high influence on that computer tomorrow when everything gets revealed. Again, you'd think regardless of the outcome, both teams would possibly get a home game depending upon where the rest of those prospective D4 teams fall out. But if you got a tri-champ here, if it falls together that way, Mayville is able to squeeze it out. That's probably a 2 again, and you're looking at a possible couple of home games October into November.
Yeah, I was just looking, too. Where they got Springs slated?
So Springs is going to be D5 with the move up.
They'll move up, yeah.
Yep.
So they'll kind of flip-flop with Lomira. Lomira will drop down to 6, and Springs will move up to 5.
So it'll be Darlington, Springs, and Stratford that are up due to that playoff qualifier into Division V. And again, it drops Lomira along with Cameron, and Lancaster goes down into Division VI. And Lancaster, they haven't been as loud postseason-wise recently, but they're another team that has consistently, in the last 20 years, made long postseason runs. So they're going to be down a division this year to do so this time around.
Well, you look at Mayville in Division IV, and the first team, when you see the rankings come out, that catches your eye is Columbus. But again, with them having to move up, I believe they'll have to move up to 3 if I'm correct. But possibly, they won the state championship 2 years ago. Didn't make it last year to the state finals. So I'm not sure if they're going to get bumped up to 3 or not. But they're certainly the power in this area.
And even though they lost the personnel they've made a nice bounce back after last season coming into this. We'll step aside one more time as the teams start to mill around. We're getting close to the start of the second half. A 7-7 game here at Ray Dunn Field. Flyway Conference Week 9 matchup between near-town rivals Mayville and Lomira. Back in a few to Ray Dunn after this on Radio Plus Sports.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
Get top dollar for your property. Hi, I'm Brenda Barrett of Coldwell Banker Realty, Dodge County's #1 real estate broker. Your property is more valuable than you might realize. We have several qualified buyers waiting for homes, condos, and vacant land to go on the market. List yours with my reputable, award-winning, fully staffed office. Visit BrendaBarrett.com and call me for your free comparative market analysis. Call the office or get me on my cell at 920-382-0779.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
Well, they're going to switch.
Start of the second half at Ray Dunn. Scott and Mike with you. 7-7 as we start the second half, Mayville and Lomira. And everyone was locked in on something else. Got the wrong side of the field. Mayville's going to receive here. They'll have what wind there is semi at their back off their left shoulder in the fourth quarter.
Seems to have picked up a bit, too. Now kind of moving a little bit out of southeast, but Lomira will have the wind at their back.
Cardinals got their one touchdown in this direction, but other than that, they absorbed their worst field position going to the south in the second quarter. Zangle with the troops lined in white. A little bit of a 49ers tint to it. Here we go. High, short end over end to the far side. That's going to be Merritt from the 17-yard line. Up the far side, 20, 25 near the 30. Stop and go. Buried now, falling forward near the 35. Pretty good field position to start things off in a tie game. 1st and 10, the Mayville 35.
We'll see if Mayville tries to establish that running game a little bit. Just never were able to get Sawyer Hardesty loose. He had his biggest run, 9 yards in that first half, and he only 7 touches. So sure, Coach Hilber would like to get him going a little bit.
Well, only 18 offensive plays in the first half for Mayville. Baker wing right, Schlender wing left. Schlender in motion, and they pitch it to Hardesty. Hardesty trying to square up, and he is met by a trio in white going nowhere, 2nd and long.
Hardesty on the carry.
Lomira got him going lateral that time, and tough sledding. They might have gave him a yard.
Yeah, it's been tight. You take that one run by Schlender, 46 yards, and that was a little wider run. He cut back, but most anything that Mayville's tried outside has really gone nowhere.
Promensberger in there now wide to the left. Schlender wing to the left. Baker wing right. 2nd down and 9. Clark keeps, sets up an option. Pitch to Baker with some space, and he is squeezed. No gain, trying to work his way down the line. 3rd and long.
It's just good team speed on defense. And they fake into the line with Hardesty. The pitch to Baker. And nice job by Lomira staying with their reads and containing the corner.
Minute and change into the third quarter. First offensive drive here for Mayville. They face a 3rd and 9 at their own 36-yard line. Schlender comes to the sideline. It'll be Thorson wide to the right. Chase Merritt wing to the left. Baker wing to the right. Hardesty behind Clark. Clark back. Throw over the middle, and it's caught. If he held on, it's a first down around the 46. It is. That's Thorson with the squeeze and the first down.
Nothing fancy, just a little 10-yard slant. And
First down.
a nice throw by Clark and a good catch. Nice job hanging on to the ball by Thorson.
First 3rd down conversion of the evening. At an opportune time, a minute and 40 into the third quarter in a tie game at 7. Football near the 46-yard line, Mayville territory. Thorson wide right. Schlender back in wing to the left. Baker wing to the right. Clark lines the troops under center. There goes Schlender in motion. He gets the carry. The corner is sealed. Stop and go, and he is squeezed as he crosses midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of about 6.
And that's what this offense needs to do for Mayville to be effective. You need to get 5-6 yards on first down. Then, second down, another 2 or 3, and then that third down, instead of that 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, a little bit more effective for this offense.
Back into Lomira territory, the Lion 49, second, and we'll call it long 4. Thorson back in wide to the left, wings either way. Seiler in their wing to the right. He goes in motion around Hardesty. Hardesty gets it. He gets tripped up. He keeps his feet. He's probably got more. It's 3rd and short. Gain to 3. 3rd down and short. 3rd long 1. About 3 minutes gone by here on this first offensive drive of the half for Mayville. Thorson wide left. Baker and Schlender the wings right and left. Clark hands under center. He turns, he gives, there's Hardesty. Spins off a hip tackle, falls forward inside the 45 to the 43. Needed a long 1, got 3, moved the chains.
Contact at the sticks, but again, that second effort and that spin falls forward for a first down.
So those 2 third down conversions already doubles what Mayville had in the last 6 quarters of football. This puts the ball at the 43 in Lion territory. 3.5 minutes off the third quarter clock. Opening offensive drive for Mayville. Baker and Merritt wings right and left. This time they'll put Baker in short motion. Again, the Hardesty, the give. This time he gets penetration into the linebacking core, refusing to go down. The pile moves near the 35-yard line. Give him the 36. It's a gain of 7.
It's starting to get him going a little bit.
Well, the difference there on as opposite of other runs, he was not contacted until about 3 or 4 yards into the run, where most of his runs, other than that 9-yarder, he'd been contacted near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you can tell Lomira defensively, they're just keen on him. They know, they know what his strengths are and try to get helmets to the football on him early.
Motion short by Schlender. Again, there's Hardesty. He's got a seam right side. Spin moving. It takes 4 white shirts to push him back at the 31-yard line. Gain of about 5 should be enough for a first. So Mayville clicked off a first down on this drive. They get it done inside of 3 downs this time, and the drive continues to the Lomira 31.
Yeah, this is Mayville's offense. It's methodical. They get some rhythm going, and again, now they got Hardesty picking his holes and being real effective on first and second down.
He's got 19 yards on 5 carries on this drive. Seiler brings the play in. He'll set up wing to the right, Schlender wing to the left. Thorson wide left. Schlender in motion. Again, there is Hardesty driving the pile forward, down inside the 30, near the 25-yard line, gain of near 6 again. And now we're going to get a whistle. And Lomira takes a timeout. will take it as well. 6:56 remaining third quarter. Mayville on the march. Opening drive third quarter. We return
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
In a Lomira timeout, their first of the half, third quarter. Ray Dunn, 7-7 game, 6:56 left in the third. Mayville on the march. It started this drive at their own 35-yard line. Cardinals have now marched it methodically, as you've said, Mike, down to the Lomira 26.
And this is Mayville's offense. You know, they grind you down and look to pop one. And right now, Hardesty, you know, he's working off that right tackle and doing a nice job. And a nice drive here. Lomira feeling the momentum switch here, tries to slow down Mayville a little bit with the timeout, see what adjustments they make.
Seiler wing right again, the give, then the fake. Clark pulls it out. He's got room. 20, 15, 10, 5 to the corner. He's in. Touchdown.
Oh, that's a great fake. Again, everybody sold the fake to Hardesty into the line, and Clark with the keeper got the corner. When you run Hardesty so hard and he's effective, everyone's keying on him. Great call by Coach Over.
26 yards. Ryan Clark snaps the tie. 6:50 left in the third. 13-7. Point extra pending. It'll be Milsna to kick.
These are big kicks, too.
Middlestad to hold. Snap clean. Placement. The kick is away. And it is up and good. Mayville breaks the tie. 14-7 at Ray Dunn. About the midway mark of the third quarter. Quick break and back with more after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Get top dollar for your property. Hi, I'm Brenda Barrett of Coldwell Banker Realty, Dodge County's #1 real estate broker. Your property is more valuable than you might realize. We have several qualified buyers waiting for homes, condos, and vacant land to go on the market. List yours with my reputable, award-winning, fully staffed office. Visit BrendaBarrett.com and call me for your free comparative market analysis. Call the office or get me on my cell at 920-382-0779.
Back at Ray Dunn, Mayville, 10 plays, 65 yards, 5-10 off the clock. Ryan Clark, 26-yard touchdown sprint, extra point. Mayville now 14-7, the lead over the Lions.
Big drive for the Cardinals to start that third quarter. After Lomira seized the momentum right before half, Mayville gets it right back.
Sarita, low end-over-end drive to the 15-yard line. It looks to be Lidke, and he runs into the pile, crossing the 30. They'll give him up a 32, 33-yard line where the Lions now see if they can answer, now trailing 14-7.
Well, took almost half that quarter of the time off the clock in that on that drive also.
And Mayville had 18 plays on offense in the entire first half. They ran 10 on that drive alone. And to give you more perspective on those 18 plays, Mayville's first drive was 8 plays. They ran 10 plays on their subsequent 4 drives. So here we go, Lions now. 6:43 left third quarter, down 14-7. Yankee in motion. He gets the handoff with a blocker in front, trying to follow Schaumburg, and he slips and is spilled at the 30-yard line, loss of about 3.
Yankee on the carry.
Not sure he would have got much more had he kept his feet. He had a trio of red surrounding him. They'll mark it back to 32, a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, Mayville had good pursuit there. Lidke tried to make that cut, lost his footing, but I think Mayville had that one pretty well contained.
Second down, about 11. We ticked to 6:10 left in the third. Mayville with a 5-minute plus drive to open the third quarter. Ryan Clark, a 26-yard touchdown run, and the extra point puts Mayville back in front. It's 14-7. A Mayville win creates a tie atop the conference, which could be joined by Fondy Springs if they win over WLA tonight. Gable out of the gun. Schaumburg flanks him left. Short motion by Schroffnagel setting up. And Schaumburg going to follow Schroffnagel. Cut back across the grain. It's open. Now it's a foot race through another arm tackle, through 2 arm tackles. Trying to shed Baker. A trio there to finally squeeze him. Schaumburg's biggest run of the night by far to Mayville territory near the 40.
And a great cutback by Schaumburg. I mean, that just That's just quality running back right there. It's a quality running back making a great cut, and again gets out into the open field. Big run.
29 yards into Mayville territory to the 39-yard line. 5.5 left in the third. That's their longest play on offense. That bested the one that ended the half of 22 yards on the Schroffnagel catch that ended in the end zone.
So you're seeing both offenses, their key running backs, Hardesty for Mayville, Schaumburg for Lomira, starting to take control of this football game.
Brody Lidke wide to the right, Yankee slot right, Zangel wide to the left, Schroffnagel flips sides left to right, Schaumburg flanks. Actually, that is Jack Lidke slicing inside off of right tackle, and he dives down at the 36, 35-yard line, gain of 3, perhaps 4.
Going slender on the tackle.
Give him 3. Second down upcoming. They'll knock him down or mark him down shy of the 35. So again, Mayville did not have many yards offensively until that last drive of the third quarter. 2 big plays have ended in the end zone. Again, same goes for Lomira. 1 big play. They played complementary football to get good field position to set up the drive. Handoff, Lidke sprinting into the pile, and he is met by a wall of red. Minimal gain. They'll give him the 34. It'll be third down, a long 3. So third down upcoming. Lomira 1 of 7 on third down, but converted 2 fourth downs in that first half. Again, that pass to Schroffnagel into the end zone was on 4th down.
Yeah, in this part of the field, they'll have 2 shots here to get 4 yards.
Ticking to 3:40 left in the third. Mayville the 14-7 lead. Brody Lidke to the right wide. Yankee and Zangel to the left. Schroffnagel to Gable's left. Handoff. That's Schaumburg following Schroffnagel. Check it. That's Jack Lidke. Spinning forward. He's got the first down. Move the chains to the 26. Gain of 7. So it's been Lidke on this drive. He's got 3 carries after Schaumburg went for 29 to get him into Mayville territory.
Yeah, how good is that to be able to have a couple threats out of the backfield? Again, Schaumburg always a threat, but Lidke on this drive taking control.
So Lomira trying to answer after going down 14-7. They're at the Mayville 27-yard line, 1st and 10. Schaumburg back in there now. He flanks Gable to the right out of the shotgun. Schroffnagel in front of him. And Schaumburg fake, rolling right Gable, setting to throw on the run. And it's caught by Yankee at the 15-yard line. Cut him back inside, through an arm tackle. 10-5, touchdown.
They just rolled him out, and he actually had 2 receivers pretty open, and one towards the end zone, and then Yankee coming across. Again, he's able to shed a couple tacklers and get to the end zone.
27 yards, and we're an extra point away from knotting it again at 2:58 of the third. Zangel to hold, Keegan Kell to put it down on the tee. So each team with a drive to the end zone in the third quarter. And flags fly. And they're going to push Lomira back 5. Somebody moved early.
Don't underestimate the importance of these extra points in these close games like this. And it just makes it a little tougher. Zangel, a big leg, though. He should have no problem being pushed back 5 yards.
So here we go again. So this will in essence be a 25-yard try straight on. Kell to place it. Snap clean, placement made, plenty of leg, and he splits the pipes. We're tied again. 2:58 left in the third at Ray Dunn. 14 all, Mayville Lomira. Back in a moment on Radio Plus Sports. Just one, Kerry.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management.
923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
6 plays, 67 yards, 3:52 off the clock. Lomira answers. Mayville scored to open the third with their own. Caden Yonke, 27-yard pitch and catch from Jackson Gable into the end zone. Zangle's extra point after the false start penalty makes it 14 all at Ray Dunn in the third. Zangle's run up and his kick. It is end over end to the far side, and that'll be Merritt from the 15-yard line. Called the 20, 25, cutting outside up the sideline near the 30, out across it to the near 35-yard line, where the Cardinals start again, see if they can answer back in a tie game.
Yeah, this is championship football. I mean, this is two teams battling it out for a conference championship, and one takes a punch, the other one comes back. So again, now Mayville the ball, see what they can, if they can continue that success they had on that last drive.
Converted 2 third downs on it, and then got the big play at the end to cap it. Double wing, Thorson wide to the left, and the fake. Clark spun down from behind. That was treacherous. I think he was maybe thinking about Schlender, or I should say, Schlender to the outside, but there was a lot of white in the area, minimal gain. Give them 1. 2nd and 9, 36-yard line, Mayville territory. Clock rolls under 2.5 left in the third. Second offensive drive of the half here for Mayville. Again, they had 18 plays total on offense in the first half. 8 of them came on the first drive. And then they ran 10 plays on the touchdown drive before Lomira's answer. Thorson wide right. Wings either side. That's Seiler in short motion. Handoff Hardesty working his way down the line, and he is walled off at about the 37, maybe the 38-yard line. Minimal gain, third down.
And if you're Lomira, this is where you want Mayville. 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, right around 3rd, 7. Seiler out. Baker brings the play in.
The last drive, Mayville converted the 3rd and 8 with the slant to Thorson, kept that drive alive.
You heard Coach Hilbert talk about maybe wanting to throw it a little bit more. They haven't done it much. See if they pull it out here. Thorson wide right, Schlender in motion. They roll this side. Clark, little throw over the middle. It's caught by Schlender, spun down right at the stick.
They're going to say he was down, yeah.
So they call the catch, and it's a first down. Almost a spitting image of what you saw happen with Lomira in the first quarter.
Exactly. He caught it with his legs on the ground, and the ball was stripped away, but play dead, call it down. The Cardinals pick up a big first down.
So 3 of 3 now on third down conversions in the third quarter after 0 for 5 in the first half. Just across the 45 Mayville territory. We're under a minute left in the third. Tie game at 14. Wings either way. And motion fake rolling right is Clark. Clark with upfield pressure and throws it, almost picked off. He was trying to find Baker, but the defender was on his knees at midfield. Clock stops incomplete.
Real fortunate that he did not get enough air under that ball because that would have been a pick. And he had a receiver open, but had the rush that just didn't have, wasn't comfortable back there. Had 2 Lomira defenders right on him. Made it a real tough throw.
Clock stops. 47 seconds left, third quarter. Home team has won 3 of these last 4 matchups. It's been Mayville 8 wins, Lomira 7 in the last 15 years. A very even rivalry. Before that, Mayville dominated it. Lomira conference title alone on the line. Pitch to Baker, into the pile, left side, through a leg tackle, into Lomira territory. Spun down by a duo of White. He's near the first down at the 44. They're going to give it to him. Gain of 10.
Good hard run by Baker. And you're seeing the Baker on this drive, Licky on the last drive. Instead of Schaumburg and Hardesty, you're seeing the role, and this is what makes good football teams. It's not just one player; it's everyone contributing.
Thorson wide to the right, Seiler in their wing to the right, Schlender in motion along the line, handoff Hardesty, and he is driven down A quartet in white there to spill him at the line of scrimmage at the Lomira 44. That might be the last play of the third. We tick to 6. They don't have to run a play, and Mayville will not. We'll go to the fourth. Mayville will face a 2nd and 10 at the Lomira 45 in a 14-14 game. 12 minutes left to see how the conference title takes hand here at Ray Dunn. We're back after this for the fourth on Radio Plus Sports.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
Back for the fourth at Ray Dunn. Flyway Conference football to wrap up the regular season. Scott and Mike with you. 14-14 at Ray Dunn Field. Lomira wins outright Flyway Conference title. Mayville wins. They get a share. They may have to share with Fondy Springs depending the outcome of their game with WLA up the road.
Well, every possession now becomes very important. Mayville, you look at that third quarter. Mayville had the ball twice, Lomira once. So, now a 12-minute quarter will decide this conference championship, whether Lomira has it by themselves or has to share it.
2nd and 10. Baker in motion, movement up front. Did Mayville draw or did Lomira crease the neutral zone?
That's going to be offsides, they're going to call it.
Yep, on Lomira. So it'll be 1st and 5. That'll put it just inside the Lomira 40. Opening of the fourth quarter. Again, this is only Mayville's 2nd touch offensively of the half. Their touchdown drive soaked up over 5 minutes. Lomira had it for almost 4 to answer and tie it at 14. This drive, again, for Mayville, started from their own 35 with 2.5 left in the third quarter. Thorson wide to the right. Baker wing to the right. Schlender wing to the left. Clark hands under center. Hardesty behind him. Lomira packs the box. Hardesty weaving through a tight hole at the line of scrimmage. Driving his way inside the 35 to the 34. Gain of 6 near the first down.
I think they'll move the sticks on that. Yep.
First down.
Helped by the penalty, setting up a 4, so he needed 5, got near 6. 34-yard line in Lomira territory. A drive again shaping up eerily similar to the one that Ryan Clark capped with a 26-yard run. Again, Mayville, you said Mayville's on the take right now. If they can go and do the deed here, then you got to find a stop.
Yeah, Lomira seems to have that quick strike type of offense. This is Mayville's offense. They want to milk this clock and get points on the board on this drive.
They pitch it to Hardesty through a hole at the 32-yard line, driven down by a host of white near the 25-yard line, gain of near 9. Hardesty starting to lather it up.
This second half, again, he's got it going. Again, this is Mayville football now, 2nd and 1. You're really set up. You can keep the drive alive.
Minute and change into this fourth quarter. Mayville trying to answer the Lomira tying score. Each team has had it once prior to this Mayville drive, and both drives found the end zone. Brett Seiler in. He's wing to the right. Schlender wing left. Thorson wide to the right. Clark hands under center. There goes Schlender in motion. The give and fake. Ooh. Hit in the back and dropped for a sack. Caden Yankee off the right side of the defensive line and a loss back outside the 30.
Tried to surprise Lomira on that one, and again, Yankee not buying it. He came untouched.
Loss of 8. That could be a drive-bending play from 2nd and 1 to 3rd and 9. But this is, again, part of the field. You probably think it's 2-down territory. Here we go. Thorson wide left, double wing, Hardesty the lone back. Baker in motion, he gets the carry. A hole in the middle, through leg tackles, diving forward near the 20-yard line. That might be enough.
What a cutback. Great cutback by Baker.
He's got it. He needed 9 and got 10. Move the chains.
Remember that play, Scott. That was a big one.
Mayville is 4 of 4 on 3rd down in this half. And if you throw in again the 1 for 7 from the Springs game in the first half tonight, Mayville had been one of their last 12 on third down conversions. It keeps the drive alive to the 23. Double wing, Thorson wide right. Merritt, short motion. Hardesty waiting for a hole to develop, spinning forward, creating his own hole, driven down at the 15-yard line, gain of 7.
Just a load to try to bring down. When he gets going forward, it's just tough to bring him down.
We tick near 9 minutes left in the fourth. Tie game at 14. Mayville's second touch on offense. Neither team has stopped the other offense here in the second half. Mayville's 10-play, 65-yard, 5-minute-plus drive to get the tie-breaking touchdown was answered by a 6-play, 67-yard, 352 drive. Caden Yankee, a pitch and catch from Jackson Gable into the end zone. Clark turning, pitching. Hardesty got over his own man. Looked like Steger in the backfield. He got positive yards inside the 15 as it stood near the first down marker. It got 2.
Yeah, Steger was original contact. First contact was with Steger, who was on his block and fell to the ground. But Hardesty, again, he gets things moving in a forward direction. He's always going to get positive yards.
Seiler in with the play, wing to the right. Thorson wide to the right. Schlender wing to the left. 3rd down and 1 inside the 15. Short motion, and they'll check off. Clark checks it, calls it. Seiler back in motion. Option. They get it to Hardesty. The line falls forward. Should have enough near the 10.
Hardesty on the carry. And that's a Mayville first down.
Another 3rd down conversion.
And again, just a methodical drive here. So just inside 8 minutes now. Cardinals inside the 10-yard line.
And this is over 6 minutes now because it started with 2.5 left in the third quarter. 7:40 clock rolls in the fourth. Tie game at 14. 14th play of the drive upcoming for Mayville, trying to break the tie. Double wing, double tight. Short motion, handoff, through a leg tackle. Hardesty refusing to go down, finally knocked down from behind. His forward progress to the 4-yard line. The gain of 7. They can still get a first down, can Mayville, around the 1. Mayville going to be in no hurry. This one will go to about the 7-minute mark if Mayville wants before they run it. Nary an empty seat here at Ray Dunn. Again, we talked about the ramifications of this one. Arguably, with both teams where they're at in Week 9, one of the biggest matchups as far as those ramifications go in the matchup's history. Double wing, double tight. 2nd and 3 at the 4. The turn, the give. Hardesty has room to the outside, squares up, end zone, touchdown.
Good down block there, and he read his block. I think play designed to go inside, read his block, took it a little bit outside off the tackle, and a big score here for the Cardinals. Another nice drive.
15 plays, 65 yards, and a boatload of time off the clock. We're at 6:47 left in the fourth. 20-14 pending Milsna's point after.
These point afters become so critical in close games like this.
Middlestad places. The kick is away, over the pressure. It is up and good. 21-14. Mayville, 6 and change left in the fourth at Ray Dunn. Quick timeout, back with more after this. Radio Plus Sports.
Their defense can stop.
Yeah, can they? Yeah, just one.
Brock Fleischer here with Homestead Realty. I know that buying and selling a home can be stressful. I'm here to help. Are you ready to sell? I have buyers waiting for a home just like yours. Are you looking to buy? I can sell any home that's on the market, and I'm here to get you pre-approved to purchase, along with finding the best loan and lender for your situation. I'll even go as far as arranging movers. For an easier real estate transaction, give me a call. Brock Fleischer, 920-960-0555.
Back at Ray Dunn, Mayville breaks the tie again. 15 plays, 65 yards, near 7:50 off the clock. Sawyer Hardesty finds the goal line from 4 yards out. Extra point, 21-14 Mayville, 6:47 left in the fourth.
If you're Mayville, you couldn't have drawn it up better. Time-consuming drive, and you put points on the board.
Now can their defense make a stop? A low spinner to the near side. This one's going to hop out of bounds. So Lomira's going to get field position unless they would like Sarita to try kick it again. Sometimes you assume that you're just going to take it at the 35 until you don't. It looks like they'll take it at the 35. So Lomira with a couple timeouts, 6:47 left, 21-14 Mayville lead. Only the second offensive possession of the half for Lomira. Mayville has held the ball offensively for about 13 minutes of this half.
They've really shortened the game up. And again, now it's this offense for Lomira. Again, they're multi-fast. They can throw the ball, and they certainly have the running attack to move the football.
Schomburg flanks Gable to his left. Schroffnagel in front of him. He'll switch left to right. And the handoff goes Schomburg, waiting for something to develop. He drives it forward. Wrestling match ensues at the 40-yard line. Thrown back, forward progress shy of the 40, a gain of near 5. They'll give him the 40. Well, Schomburg had that 29-yard run on the second play of the last drive, and then he got a spell as Jack Lidke then carried the next 4 times before Yankee had the catch from Gable that found the end zone. We'll get near the midway marker of the 4th on this snap. Mayville the 7-point lead. Both their second half drives have found the end zone. 25 offensive plays on those 2 drives. Mayville had 18 the entire first half. Yankee in motion from the slot right to left. Snap to Gable in the gun. And the handoff. Schomburg threw an arm tackle in the backfield. A lot of red in the vicinity. Minimal gain, maybe a yard to the 40. It's 3rd down.
Well, you can just see, though, I mean, he has the potential to break tackles. So, it's imperative. You're Mayville, you got to get 3-4 helmets to the football. Otherwise, Schomburg's so strong and elusive, he can bust what looks like a 2 or 3 yard run into a big one.
I'm sure you remember about 20 years ago or so in the playoffs, a guy who had that and maybe another gear was a fella named Booker Stanley.
Oh, yeah. Played on this field, yeah.
One long run, but Mayville, I think that was a dominant Mayville win besides that one long touchdown run that he broke off. 3rd, 5, 40-yard line, Lomira territory. 5 and change left in the 4th. 7-point Mayville lead. Schroffnagel moves right to left. He'll take a 3-point stance. Rolling left is Gable, trying to set an option. He waits. He flips. That's Lidke in space, and Thorson lets him go nowhere. 4th down.
Thorson did a great job working off that block to make that tackle. And, again, now it's decision time here for Lomira.
You almost have to punt at this point.
Well, inside 5 minutes now. And the way Mayville's moved the ball, I think they got to go.
This could become the game right here. We're at 4:55 left in the 4th. Lomira's going to go on 4th and 5 in their own 40. Certainly time is left, but this is going to shorten the game depending on the outcome if Lomira can't get it. Gable alone in the gun. Schroffnagel in motion around him. Back to pass Gable. Setting. No pressure. Waiting. Nobody open. Jump pass. Caught by Yankee. He's got the first down. He gave up ground, but he's going to probably hold enough for the first down at the 46. He does.
Yeah, he did have the first down by 3 yards, but then he tried to juke and make a move to get away and went right to the sticks, but fell forward. Big 4th down conversion.
Well, his foot when he made that last jump cut went to the 45-yard line, but he had enough. So Lomira keeps the drive alive. 4:20 clock rolling in the 4th. Mayville the 7-point lead. Shotgun Gable. Schroffnagel again short motion. The handoff Schomburg following Schroffnagel. It looked like actually Lidke, he got bulldozed over. Maybe a yard to the 47, no more. That was Lidke. They gave him 1.
Getting to the 4-minute mark now. So
this is the drive for Lomira.
This is it.
They have 2 timeouts. They need the touchdown and the extra point to tie. You're Coach Gregory and that staff. You got a lot of things in the back of your mind as far as what you do when you get in certain down and distance. But if you get down the field and score, do you tie or do you go for overtime or do you go for a win if it comes to that? That's all down the road. 3.5 left. 2nd and 10, or near it. Schroffnagel circle motion, back to pass Gable, waiting, no pressure, throws a dart, coming back and making the catch, nicely done. Brody Lidke sliding down at the 41 for a first. 12-yard gain.
Yeah, nice drive here. Gable throwing some nice balls. And that just a simple slant pattern and good pitch and catch for a first down.
We'll get near the 3-minute mark remaining in the game. Mayville the 7-point lead. Zangel and Yankee to the left. Brody Lidke to the right. Schroffnagel and Schaumburg in the backfield. Gable out of the gun. He takes the snap. The handoff goes Schaumburg following a blocker. Kicks it outside left side. Now it's a foot race. 35 to the 30. Flag comes in. Stop and go on the backfield. He's going to get to the end zone for a touchdown, but the flag is resting back at the 37.
Yeah, they got a hold.
Hold on Lomira. That's the call by the umpire. He tossed it right in the pile as Schaumburg made his cut to the outside. Huge turn right there with 2:52 left in the fourth.
Boy, once he got the corner, it was all over.
And he made Ryan Clark look silly back there at about the 10-yard line. That'll put it back at the 47-yard line. So 2:52 left. Clock will get back in motion.
Well, Mayville dodges one there. Let's see defensively. They got to start tightening some things up on the corner there. And Schaumburg that was the first time he was really able to turn the corner and get to the outside.
It'll be 1st and 15 as a result of the penalty. So still all day for Lomira here. They converted a 4th down at around their own 40-yard line to keep this drive alive. They trail by 7. Lidke wide right. Twins left. Schroffnagel shifting left to right. And again the handoff. Schaumburg dragged down from behind, but another flag thrown by the umpire, or I should say the referee in the backfield, and that's probably the same.
That will be another face mask on Mayville.
Well, shows you what we know, that we're up here for a reason. Face mask on Mayville. So it goes from 1st and 15 to 1st and 7. In essence, they got those yards back. So back to about the 39-yard line. Clock back in motion. 2:38 left in the fourth. Again, Lomira's, this is only their second offensive touch of the half. Mayville has eaten almost 13 minutes on offense, trying to come up with one stop to give themselves a chance to put the game away. Lomira trying to find the end zone to at least have a chance to tie. Gable the snap, and he takes it out of the belly of the halfback Schaumburg. He falls forward near the 35-yard line, gain of about 4.
Yeah, Lomira does not want to burn that second time out, so they'd like to get something, move the sticks here and get another first down, keep this drive alive without having to burn that second time out.
Well, it is second down, about 5, maybe 4. Shy of the Mayville 35-yard line. Under 2 left in the fourth. Zangel wide left. Schroffnagel slot left, wide right. Lidke. Yankee in the slot. Motion by Schroffnagel. Handoff. That's Jack Lidke, and he meets a pile and shoved back. No gain, maybe a loss. 3rd down.
There, they got to burn that timeout. There's that second one. They didn't want to have to burn it that quick, but yeah, minute 33, and Mayville stops them on that run. They had to burn it.
So we'll keep this one here. It's coming down to the wire. It's been everything we thought it would be coming in, Mike. Lomira wins, outright conference title. Mayville wins. They at least share it with Lomira. Could be a share with Springs. It's been everything it's been billed to be. It was kind of jab back and forth in the first half, 7-7. Each team scoring in the second quarter. Mayville's found the end zone on long drives and long time possessions. Lomira trying to get their second into the end zone for a chance to tie.
Yeah, Lomira still a lot of time with that they got one timeout left, minute 33. But you can run the ball, but you're going to have to probably throw it a few times. And again, Cardinal defense going to be challenging that secondary.
Gable out of the gun. Tight twins either side. Schaumburg along him. Gable waiting. Nobody open. Forced to roll short side. Throwing near the sideline. He made the catch, but he made it out of bounds. Clock will stop. 4th down.
Another 4th down.
Lomira converted on 4th and 5 on the last drive to keep it alive in Mayville territory, and here we go again with 1:27 left in the 4th.
This is your ball game right here, Scott.
And Lomira, if they do not get the first down, they don't have enough timeouts to get the ball out of Mayville's hands, and they can put their knee on it and end the game.
Everybody thinking pass, but I got a feeling Schaumburg's going to be involved in this play somewhere. Him or Schroffnagel.
10th play of the drive. In essence, the game. 4th and 5. Lomira needs the 32. We're going to get a whistle and a Mayville timeout.
Yeah, Scott Hilber, he's got 3 of them, so you might as well see what kind of formation they come out, take a timeout.
And we'll keep this one here. And again, we'll be back here next week for Mayville playoff football.
Scott, you talk about playoffs upcoming. This is really like a level 3 caliber football game. I mean, this is like a level 3 playoff game. Both teams playing at a very high level with a lot at stake.
And good warm-up for both teams to get that kind of play, those kind of plays on film in preparation for that.
It's been physical on both sides. Both teams have hit, and both teams are going to be sore tomorrow. But the kind of football you expect when you're playing for championships, you expect nothing else but this kind of effort.
4th and about 6. Lomira converted their only other 4th down on this drive to keep it alive a few minutes ago. Gable out of the gun. Zangle, single receiver left. Snap to Gable, back to pass. Has time, backing, waiting. Little screen. There's Schroffnagel again. Dragged down from behind. He dives forward. Boy, it's close.
It's going to be close. That's the kind of spot he gets. That was a good call. I mean, we've seen some good calls offensively here. This spot is going to be huge. You're going to have to measure, I think.
Parker Elby's diving and trying to hold him back. They put that ball down right around the 32, and it is close.
I think they got it. I think they got it by the nose of the football.
And they... And you talk about where the eyes go when the referee walks up the sideline after an out-of-bounds punt. Everybody watches. Now you've got everybody's eyeballs on the guys in orange.
Yeah, maybe not.
We have a bad angle.
Oh, they didn't get it.
They put it down. They're short by less than the length of the football.
Oh, you talk about spots and how important it is. I mean, the spot of a football, 6 inches decides the football game.
1:17 left. Lomira with only 1 timeout left. Mayville's offense on the field. They get a 4th down stop.
You can take a knee now. You can take knees. You don't even have to risk handing the ball off.
So Mayville, after their only loss of the season last week on the road, didn't get in the end zone. Were denied 3 times on 4th down on all 3 of their drives, helping set up Springs short fields for scores that ended up deciding the game. Here, get their own 4th down stop to get it back, put their knee on it, and get a share of a conference title. And they'll hand it off. Hardesty, and he drives forward. He might tuck that thing in his pants and siphon the belt off to make sure he doesn't drop it.
Back to that 4th down play, and you alluded on it. Parker Elbus, what an effort. I mean, if he doesn't dive and make that tackle, that's definitely a first down. He gave just maximum effort there to bring him down from behind.
And he's had a good season at that position as well.
Yeah, big shoes to fill. I mean, they lost Cole Ligas, an all-state performer on the interior of that line, and they had some holes to fill, and he certainly has answered the call this year. Look at Owen Stager, only a junior. He'll be back next year. So, again, good teams like this, they lose players, but, you plug new players in, and that's certainly been the case here for both teams. I mean, Lomira, they brought 16 seniors back. So, this is a quality team that's going to make a deep run in the playoffs.
And again, put on that fact, Lomira drops to D6 because of the movement of teams with that playoff qualifier. So Lomira out of timeouts, 1:12 left in the 4th. Mayville up by 7 after the 4th down stop on Lomira's drive.
And you think, why did they hand off there? That takes a little bit more time off than just taking a knee.
Yeah, and they might have needed to get those 5 extra seconds off, because there's the knee on second down for Clark. They'll be able to take this one to about the 35-second mark before he has to put a knee down again.
Yeah, watch that back judge when he does the arms on the chest. You know it's a 5-second count, so the quarterback will just, Ryan Clark will just watch that back judge.
So at minimum, this is going to be a shared conference title. If the Ledgers get their win, and Mayville calls a timeout, they milk it all the way to 30. We'll take a quick TO as well and come back and be able to wrap things up from Ray Dunn. Mayville by 7, waning moments of the fourth at Ray Dunn. We're back after this Radio Plus Sports.
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidwealthmanagement.net.
We're back at Ray Dunn. Clark's final knee on the ground. And the Mayville Cardinals come off their lone loss of the regular season and leave with a share of the Flyway Conference title, knocking Lomira off for the first time in conference play. Your final, Mayville 21, Lomira 14. And again, pending the outcome of that WLA Springs game, if Springs holds serve, you'll have a 3-way tie atop the conference. I seem to remember not all that long ago when that happened, and I believe that was 2021. Mayville found their way deep in the playoffs. Certainly it'll be a different chore this time, as it is every year. But Lomira brought it tonight, and they've got a lot to set up for going into the postseason next week. Likely what'll be at least 1 or 2 home games.
Well, just a quality high school football game. Full stands, beautiful night, and 2 real good football teams, 2 championship-level football teams battle it out on the field tonight.
21-14 is the final. Mayville the win. We'll come back and give you the stats, totals, and wrap it up from Ray Dunn here on Radio Plus Sports. Keep it for a bit here.
You take steps to keep yourself in top performance. When was the last time you did the same for your home's air system? Annual maintenance from the experts at Surefire helps to extend the life of your system. Proper maintenance can be the difference of years for your home's air system and major savings in energy costs when it's running at its best. Keeping your home's air system at its best will help you stay at your best for what's really important. Trust your home with Surefire. Surefire, keeping what's important comfortable since 1947.
Looking for a change? A new career that checks all of the boxes? Excellent benefits? A great team culture? And plenty of room to grow? Metalcraft of Mayville is looking for candidates like you to fill openings in Mayville, West Bend, and Beaver Dam. Metalcraft truly believes employees make the difference, offering paid training, top wages, and a regularly sanitized, safe workplace. Apply today at mtlcraft.com.
Metalcraft of Mayville.
At Bernhardt Plumbing, true craftsmen are who we are. Providing customer satisfaction is what we do.
For new construction or remodeling projects, we cover the full spectrum of plumbing design, installation, and code compliance. Bernhardt Plumbing does it right down to the smallest detail.
Our experience with Bernhardt Plumbing has been absolutely fabulous. They are reliable, dependable, trustworthy, and professional.
Since 1954, a legacy of service, quality, and customer satisfaction.
When you're ready to take advantage of high-quality legal services for your unique legal case, count on the professionals at QBS Law SC. In business since 1902, we have been proudly serving Dodge County and our clients with the highest level of integrity. We handle legal matters in elder law, estate planning, OWI, personal injury, workers' compensation, real estate, civil litigation, and more. Give us a call today or visit us online for more information.
Get top dollar for your property. Hi, I'm Brenda Barrett of Coldwell Banker Realty, Dodge County's #1 real estate broker. Your property is more valuable than you might realize. We have several qualified buyers waiting for homes, condos, and vacant land to go on the market. List yours with my reputable, award-winning, fully staffed office. Visit BrendaBarrett.com and call me for your free comparative market analysis. Call the office or get me on my cell at 920-382-0779.
From tires and transmission, batteries and brakes, to engines and exhaust, the service experts at Mayville Tire are trained to keep your vehicles at peak performance. Whether you need routine maintenance or reliable repairs, you can trust Keith and his team to take care of you and your vehicle. Ask about free pickup and delivery, no interest financing, as well as commercial truck tire service. Find the service experts at MayvilleTire.com. Mayville Tire, honest mechanics, happy customers.
Back at Ray Dunn, it's gone final. Mayville Cardinals come away with a share of the Flyway Conference title by the final count of 21-14 over the Lomira Lions, who suffered their first conference loss of the season in Week 9. Mike Kurtz, you got the final numbers.
All right, Scott. Both teams, again, defensively strong effort by both teams. For Lomira, they ran the ball 27 times, 104 yards on the ground. In the air, Jackson Gable was 10 for 16, 104 yards, 174 yards of total offense for Lomira, 10 first downs individually. Taylor Schaumburg, 59 yards on 10 carries. And again, he had that one big run called back with the penalty on this last drive, but Mayville did a real nice job on him tonight. For Mayville, they ran the ball 40 times and for 188 yards. Ryan Clark, 4 of 8 for 22 yards in the air. 210 yards of total offense for the Cardinals on 10 first downs. Sawyer Hardesty, a solid second half. After he only had 22 yards at halftime, he finishes 24 carries for 96 yards. So, again, both the big running backs held in check. Hardesty really got it going pretty much in that second half, and that was Mayville football. They just, straight ahead football. Just a quality football game. Both teams played lights out football, championship type of football, and this will serve both teams well. Hopefully both teams come out of this game healthy, heading into playoffs. I mean, you can get into playoff games and you play your last game in a physical game like this, and you get some guys banged up going into level 1. So hopefully both teams are going to be healthy going into next week.
Cardinals started the second half on offense, and they made their statement early on how the second half was going to go. A 10-play, 65-yard drive to open things up and break the 7-7 tie. 10 plays, 65 yards, 5:10 off the clock. Ryan Clark, a 26-yard touchdown run, and Elijah Mills in the extra point made it 14-7 at that point. Lomira's drive to follow, they were able to answer. It was a 6-play, 67-yard drive that took just under 4 minutes off the clock for the Lions. It was a Caleb Yankee 27-yard touchdown catch from Jackson Gable. Zangel's extra point tied things up at 14 late in the third quarter. Then Mayville put their stamp on this one. They took over from their own 35 again with 2.5 left in the third. They sucked nearly 8 minutes off the clock. The drive went into the fourth quarter. 15 plays, 65 yards. Sawyer Hardesty, a 4-yard touchdown run. No play was longer than 10 yards. They had 2 10-yard plays on that drive. Otherwise, everything else was between 0 and 8 yards. Extra point made it 21-14. Lomira took over then with about 4.5 minutes on the clock in the ensuing drive. They were able to run 10 plays. They converted a 4th down inside their own 40-yard line to keep the drive alive, but then Mayville got the stop inside the 30-yard line on 4th down to turn it over, make one run, a couple of knees by Ryan Clark. And one of the other differences in this game, Mike, we talked about the 3rd down conversions from Springs through the first half for Mayville. Cardinals combined in those 6 quarters 1 of 12. In the second half, Mike, 5 of 6. On 3rd down was Mayville. The Mayville defense held Lomira 0 of 4 on 3rd down, 1 of 2 on 4th in the second half.
2 big plays on those 2 scoring drives. The first scoring drive, the slant to Thorson on 3rd down. big play, and then that Landon Baker run on 3rd and 10 where he got the first down. Big plays, kept drives alive, and Mayville finished those drives off with points.
One quick spell and back to wrap it up from Ray Dunn. Mayville 21, Lomira 14. We're back quickly and wrapping things up from Ray Dunn after this on Radio Plus Sports.
You hear it, but you can't see where it's coming from. Or worse, you know where it's coming from, but it's too much for a do-it-yourselfer to do. Call Maxwell Plumbing. They're affordable, professional, and know what they're doing. These guys do everything from taking a peek at a leak to taking on complete plumbing projects for residential, commercial, or industrial customers. Maxwell Plumbing, located in Lomira, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, and Washington counties. 920-948-9395.
At Mayville Savings Bank, we're a bank that is here for you, helping you save money instead of piling on service fees. We still take walk-ins, no appointment necessary. We're a bank where your loan is a local decision with friendly employees that still answer our phones. A bank that offers online and mobile banking. We're a bank where you're our best interest. Bank at the bank you own. Mayville Savings Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Gets Mayville probably a 2 seed, I would think.
Back to wrap it up from Ray Dunn. The Week 9 tussle between Lomira and Mayville has come to a close. It was hard fought from beginning to end. Mayville got the deciding score in the fourth quarter, 21-14. Sawyer Hardesty capped a long, time-consuming drive, starting in the third, ending in the fourth, a 4-yard run. 21-14 is the final. Both teams 6-1 in conference play, and we will be back likely here with Mayville Level 1, and the seeds and teams and matchups will come out at some point tomorrow. You'd expect the possibility is good that both these teams probably see a 2 or a 3, so both teams likely going to get at least 1, maybe 2 home games to open things up starting in the playoffs.
So you look at it, it'll be interesting to see where they seed these if Springs wins tonight, you're going to have tri-champions, so it'll be real interesting where the seedings fall, because Mayville will be Division 4, Springs will be Division 5, Lomira Division 6, so all conference champions, all with Lomira had that non-conference loss, but Mayville and Springs with 1 loss. So it'd be real interesting to see. I mean, and the computer does it, so how they figure it out, don't ask me. But their losses are against quality teams. Lomira lost I believe it was Edgerton, second game of the year, a non-conference game, but. Mayville loses to Springs, which is a conference championship champion. Springs loses to Lomira, so those are they're losses, but they're against quality opponents. So this will be real interesting to see how this shakes out with tri-champions in 3 different divisions.
Thanks to those who made it possible tonight. Maxwell Plumbing, Brenda Bruett, Coldwell Banker, Metalcraft, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernhard Plumbing, QBS Law, Surefire, Brock Fleischer Homestead Realty, Mayville Tire Company, Lakeside Wealth Management, Bauer Chiropractic, and Knowles Produce and Trading Company. For Kerry Longery, Traffic Czar, and the camera crew brought you the sights and sounds tonight. Mike Kurtz at my side, Scott and I saying so long from Mayville to wrap up the regular season. We'll be back next week, Friday night, against an opponent to be determined tomorrow from the playoff seeding. You've been listening to and watching high school sports on Radio Plus Sports.